That's right. We're back. Got Jerry, got Keith, got Barbara. What's it been? First time in nearly 2 years now?
I think so.
Sounds something like that.
Really? 2 years?
Yeah.
I think so.
Lots happened these last 2 years. For one, I don't have to wear a mask anymore.
For one, I've known you guys that long.
Yes,
I've been friends with you that long.
I know, right?
You're a wrestling fan for that long?
Ooh.
No, she's been wrestling fan
We've
longer,
been in
actually.
how many group chats that long?
Oh, too many. Oh,
I mean to get created by the week at this point. Yeah, it's been a long 2 years, but we're back. And today we're going to bring you a little bit of NBA talk. We're going to bring you some NBA pop culture talk. We're going to bring you some WNBA talk. We're going to bring you some baseball talk. We're going to bring you a little trivia. And then to cap things off, we're going to turn you all over to Jerry. That's right. You're all going to be tortured with Jerry for 10 minutes just talking. No, but we'll have just Jerry. So I guess let's just dive right into some NBA talk. And let me ask y'all this. Well, to start it off, will CP3 be coming off the bench? What do you think, Keith?
I think he sort of has to. I think it's a weird lineup. I mean, he'll still get starts every now and again whenever the Warriors aren't facing like a true big man or, two big men. But Looney's going to start at center for a majority of the season just because the West has so many good to great big men to go against.
So what you're saying is that as long as the Warriors aren't playing the Knicks, he should be good.
Knicks and a couple other teams. I mean, the Knicks technically have Mitchell Robinson, but it's not anybody to really fear per se.
Yeah, but look at the rest of the team. They got 12 power forwards on the squad?
Yeah, I mean, Randall plays like a guard, so they can just put Wiggins on him and they'll be fine.
What do you think, Jerry?
I don't think that the Knicks have a single guard going on that. Just because you brought him up. But as far as CP3 with the Warriors goes, I would be shocked if he starts any time outside of Steph needing a rest or Steph being hurt. Because if you do that, you have to play Steph the 2, and you basically have to let CP3 be the point guard. You put Clay at the 3, Wiggins at the 4, and then probably be Looney at the 5 if you were going to run that lineup. I don't know. It's not the lineup I would run. I don't think CP3 really has it anymore like that.
Now, see, what I've heard, too, suggested from certain sites and people, is that you bring, not CP3, excuse me, you bring Clay off the bench. Would you do that?
No. I think Clay's more valuable in the lineup with Steph than CP3 and Steph are together.
Because, see, I've been seeing a lot of things. One habit in these last 2 years that I really need to drop is reading Facebook comments on certain subjects because I noticed my sports IQ is getting lower and lower every day just by reading these things. So, but one thing was basically that Clay's washed. Then I'm like, should I really even entertain this argument? And I'm glad for 60% of the things that come up, I don't entertain the argument. 30% of it, I was like, I sit there and I'll start typing. And I was like, this isn't really worth it. I don't want this headache. Delete. But for that 10%, though, that 10%, that's just, what do you think, Barb?
Why are you asking me about basketball?
Because we're equal opportunity around here, okay? Equal opportunity.
Okay, good save. Yeah, he's obviously gonna play. He's Chris Paul, but outside of that, no idea.
So I'm trying to think what else happened. You got CP3 and Golden State.
Dame sitting right there.
Yeah, you got Dame that just doesn't want to be in Portland anymore. Poor Chris.
Oh.
I mean, I don't blame him in the slightest.
I mean, he stayed loyal to that organization for so long, and they refused to give him any sort of second star. Like, they haven't even really tried to give him a second star. I don't blame him for wanting out at this point.
And once again, my bad habit of reading online comments. Once again. Oh, God, I really need to stop doing that. Anyhow, I've seen where they're like, oh, look at him changing up now. He sat there years ago, said, stay loyal
Running
to
from the grind.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, okay, the man put in his time and he realized, all right, look, I need to get my money first and foremost, all right? And where was he going to get the most money at? In Portland. Now he realizes, you know what? I've made enough life-changing money. I can sacrifice some of that life-changing money and do something else I want to do before my career is over.
Right, and win.
Exactly. And it's like now, oh, no. You can't change your thoughts. You can't change your mind on nothing. It's once you sit there and you said rise from the grind, you have to stick to that. And that's the stupidest thing to me that because it's like, okay, if you're working a job and you give your job your best, you give that dog years of blood, sweat, tears, time, and whatnot. And this promotion comes up, the promotion that you've been waiting for years. And then all of a sudden, they hire this 22-year-old kid out of college. And now he's your new boss, even though and then they expect you to sit here and make the thing work.
Mm-hmm.
No. See, I agree with Dame at this point. Get the hell out of town. Get your ring. Define your career the way you want to define it.
It's just going to be really sad too, like how many Portland fans are just going to like turn on him. Like, yeah, there'll be a good handful that like realize like, yeah, you did a lot for us. It's obviously our front office that sucks, but there is going to be a lot of people that also turn on him and hate on him when like they would do the exact same thing if they were in his shoes.
Heck yeah.
They just take the loyal thing way too seriously.
You're supposed to be loyal to me, but guess what? When the situation is advantageous to me, you can kiss that loyalty goodbye, my friend.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jerry?
So with the Dame situation, it kind of reminds me a lot of like KD with OKC. It's different in a lot of scenarios, but he made a lot of the same comments when he was whenever he was like 22, 23, which whenever Dame was that far into his career, he like the 3 or 4 years after he left school, he made a lot of the same comments KD did about how he was never going to leave. The difference between the two is obviously Presti was putting talent around KD and OKC, so that's a different story. While with Dame, it's like they haven't put any talent around him except for CJ McCollum, who's like a 6-man at best. So I don't blame him for wanting out. He should want out. He should have left years ago, but he stayed to get his money, which more power to him. And Portland just needs to take the picks Miami's going to give him and Tyler Hero and settle for it and realize that's the best you're going to get.
Barbara, Keith, we got to express how proud we are of Jerry right now. Jerry just sat here and talked about Kevin Durant for 3 minutes and did not call him a snake one time.
Come on, Jerry.
Oh, it was implied. It was implied.
Look at these two.
I mean, it's still there.
Look at Jerry growing up in these 2 years.
Oh, no, I absolutely implied it. Because I said the scenarios were different. Presti put talent around KD and OKC.
Yeah.
Oh, but see, you didn't directly call him a snake. See, you're growing. You're learning.
Just drop it. Just do it. Just call him. Do what's right.
Oh my goodness.
We don't want Keith leaving the call.
Good call.
We got the world champion Denver Nuggets now. But where did that come from? But
that I just like my mind was just like blown all over again when you said that. Like it's already so forgettable that they won.
It's so nice out here, though. I'll tell you that. It's so nice out here.
Oh, true. Now that you're in the Denver area, you little Nugget fan.
Indeed, it's quite nice to be able to know that the city has
You're
the most
champion,
recent
Key.
championship. I mean, I'm not a Nuggets fan, but I still am happy that they won, and obviously that I wanted to go to the parade, but it's really hard to go on a Thursday.
I know they really do make those like so difficult. Like, come on, do it.
They're
for the
so
fans.
wild.
That's because they don't want the real drunk to come down there in the middle of the day and ruin town on when
Oh,
work.
it's a smart idea to have it in the middle of the week. I just obviously would prefer, being selfish, for it to be on like a Saturday or a Sunday.
Right.
Oh, that would be lovely. But then the real drunks would be down Saturday and Sunday too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, at least the Nuggets and the Avalanche can win championships because the Broncos are never going to win one again.
Not anytime soon. That's for sure.
And let's not even get started on the Rockies.
I mean, the one good thing about the Rockies is that stadium. So nice.
And cheap.
Indeed, it is. It's like $6 for a ticket versus the A's this week.
Damn, you
Well, that's
better
why.
go. Yeah,
Yeah.
Keith, you better
Even
go.
still,
I'm surprised they aren't
even
giving them
still.
away.
Yeah, even still.
They will be
$6.
day of. They'll have scalpers
Yeah.
get tickets for
Oh,
free.
Yeah, no,
standing
they'll
on the
still
corner.
hand them out.
30,000 tickets for free.
Yeah.
Please
They'll
come.
still hand them out.
Hey guy, gotta get to this game.
For free.
They sold out, but I got a ticket for you.
I mean, I
Oh,
think they
gosh.
play the Yankees tonight, and it's like $40
Those are
or
probably
something
12.
for a seat.
Oh,
That's
wow, 40.
still cheap.
Yeah,
I mean, but look. In all fairness, have y'all seen the Yankees this year?
indeed. The
$40
last place
500.
Yankees.
I see them
$40
every week when the trash man drives by.
No, my goodness.
That's the
Just
Astros.
kidding.
Oh my goodness.
1,000%.
But yeah, no, it's super nice to like. Obviously, they're not good, but their stadium is nice, and ticket prices are always great.
All right, back to the NBA. We've got, like I said, the Nuggets, who I've seen things that ask questions about their offseason moves. Do you feel like they're, so far at this point, a stronger or a weaker team going into next season, Keith?
I think technically they're a touch weaker because they lost Bruce Brown, but they didn't have the money to pay him what Indiana paid him anyway, and they shouldn't have, even if they did. But they still are going to be a top 3 threat in the league for a few more years. So it's not like they dropped off like a lot or anything like that.
Yeah, like they still could win next year again.
Yeah, easily. I don't want to tell Zach that though.
Oh God, no.
Don't want to tell Zach that though.
Zach, I know you're listening, and I'm gonna tell you right now, you were unbearable during that playoff.
Oh,
There are
Miami Heat fan.
There are nights I just sat there during that Lakers Nuggets series. I just threw my phone down and just kept on playing my PlayStation 5. Like, nope, not doing this. Not doing this.
Not today.
Plus, look at it like this. Okay. Christmas Day, the Lakers couldn't get 10 wins almost. And from that Lakers team to a Lakers team playing in Deep Bay in the Western Conference Final, look, I was in heaven last playoffs, okay?
But that's because it was rigged. They wanted the Lakers in.
Oh God!
The
No,
there we go.
Trust me. If they wanted the Lakers to win, the Lakers are the one champion. Than the Lakers and Celtics. That's another thing I saw though. NBA is rigging it so that it could be the Lakers and Celtics. Oh, look who did to make it to the finals.
I'm so glad
Yeah.
to see that.
The NBA was like, "Dang, the fans are onto us."
Yep.
Nuggets
Change
in
it up.
Miami, it is.
Change the script.
Yeah.
Change the script.
It's like, do we want our 2 most historic franchises facing off and getting lots of money at Rise?
Or the most random teams that we just drew out of a hat.
You know what? Some that run that 2K sim, the 2 teams that make it to the
Yeah.
finals, or the 2 teams that we're going to put in the finals this year. Commissioner Silver, you really want to put the Nuggets and the Heat in the finals? Do it, damn it. Do it.
That's why he said you guys can smoke weed, because he's been smoking the weed.
Oh
Speaking of the Lakers.
Speaking of weed, oh
wow.
what?
That's a whole different show, Barbara. That's a whole different show. But speaking of the Lakers, all right, they've gotten rid of my guy Mo Bamba, but they brought back Hachimura, which I love the Hachimura pickup last year. That was huge. I think that was the most important pickup out of all. Was the Hachimura pickup. They've brought back Russell. They brought back Reeves at an affordable contract. Thankfully, I got nervous there for a little bit. I'm still waiting for that shoe to drop for them to give somebody $20 million right now that plays 8 minutes off the bench.
I'll be honest. I thought the Knicks were going to give Reeves $20 million a year.
Look, if the Knicks give him $20 million a year, that's the Knicks' business. New York, they get worried about that. I was worried with the last look since 2016 with Timothy Mozgov. I was worried. Yes, I've been nervous about those kinds of contracts being handed out every year, and the Lakers have never let me down. So far, they're joyfully let me down this year, and I hope we stay in that position. But Keith, give me your thoughts on the Lakers.
I can't believe you asked me this. No.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah,
I'm here to ask the tough questions.
Sure. No, honestly, they had a really good offseason. They signed quite a few players that I didn't expect them to be able to afford. And because they, I guess, leaked that they would match any offer that Reeves got, nobody decided to test them and see if they actually would. So they basically got to just throw whatever they wanted to at Reeves, which it's not an awful contract. I mean, it's not an awful contract or even a like really good one, but it's an affordable one when it should have been, 40, 50 million more total. Sort of like how Dylan Brooks got. But no, like the Lakers did really well. I mean, I think it's going to be odd to see what their plan is with Russell for how bad he was in the playoffs, if they're going to try to rebuild his value and then maybe trade him. But other than that, I mean, all their moves were pretty good to great.
I'm telling you, I just knew it was going to be $25 million getting handed right to them. But, like you said, glad that they did. And it was like when I remember, as a matter of fact, I was talking to y'all, and I think it was Jerry that had brought it up that Reeves that got his contract. And I had sat there and I braced for it. It's like, okay, him is damage. It's like, only 15, 16 million a year. It's like, that's not bad, actually.
I was shocked when I saw it. I'm like, wait, he only got that much? What?
But now see, and at our old 2K films, it'd have been a game of chicken. It's like, you want him back? You go pay him max money, and he'd be he'd be a 78 rated overall, getting max money.
Oh yeah, like that's literally what me and Lucas used to do all the time.
See, I prefer to just offer those restricted free agents 1-year contracts with max money, so that way they're going to be unrestricted the next year.
I do the 4-year. You got to max them out completely and make it to where those teams have to keep them.
Trying to think who else had a really coach-wise. I know I don't understand it, but hey, it's at first for Philadelphia, as y'all knew, I was like, what the hell is Philadelphia thinking? But then when they hired who they hired, Nick Nurse, I was like, oh, okay. All right. Upgrade. All right. No problems there. But I'm trying to think. I know Nick Nurse went from Toronto, which I don't know why they got rid of him, to Philadelphia. I mean, the man took you to your only championship. He took you to your only championship ever. And what? He's gotten you to I try to think. I know he's gotten them there, a couple times since?
He's gotten them to the playoffs. They haven't
Yeah.
gotten back to the finals.
Yeah, he got into the playoffs. That's what I meant a couple of
Yeah.
times. Then the Bucks fire Budenholzer.
Which made sense.
On one hand, I could see it making sense, but on the other hand, it's like he's only been a couple of years out of you have you in the championship. It's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but that roster is about to go through so much flux that it needed a new voice. Same with Philly and Toronto in general. I think Toronto's going to end up rebuilding super quick. I think they're going to trade their players either beginning of the season or at the trade deadline.
I do have to ask one question though. That since I'm thinking about it, random, not exactly off-season talk. Eric Spoelstra in Miami as a coach. You don't have to give me exactly the place you would rank him, but like just where would you rank him? Like top 10, top 25, top 50 coach of all time. What do you got him at, Jerry?
Top 10.
Top 10? What you got him at, Keith?
I think he'd be, if he's not top 10, he'd be close. I feel like I would have to look back and see, like actually go through and like write everything down to see if I had him top 10. But I'll just off my brain, I'd probably go like in the 7 to 10 range.
What about you, Barb?
No.
I
I
was
told
about to
you. I warned you.
I was about to say, is she painting her nails again? And yeah, it was on mute.
I think the thing that's so impressive about Spoelstra is the fact that since he took over in 08, he has 2 seasons that are below 500, and they're like barely below 500. The year after LeBron left Miami, which everyone knew that was going to happen because Dwayne Wade was aging and Bosch was non-existent because he had his blood clot issue.
Right.
And then 2018-19, which I just think they didn't really have anybody. I don't remember exactly much about that team, which shows a lot about it. But I don't think they really had anybody that year. I don't think anybody from that team is probably still on the team. And he managed to finish 39-43.
Oh, wow.
Well, I know Haslam will still be on that team. But...
Yes, Udonis, yes. I'm talking about people that actually play.
Not bench coaches.
No.
A bench coach with a uniform. That's new. But
that's Udonis Haslam.
For the culture.
I would have to say, just initially, and I'm probably like Keith, I'd have to go through actually think about all the coaches, rank them and whatnot. But just off the top of my head, I've got him top 15, top 20-ish. Just, I feel like there might be some fill-ins that might keep him out of the 10, but I wouldn't be shocked if I had him in my top 10 as well. Because Spoelstra has taken some highly desirable, in quotation marks, rosters. And as y'all say, he still, for the most part, has at least gotten them to the playoffs, which to me, that's impressive of itself. Because one thing I would like to, that's for a future episode, is I was sitting here and not going to call any names, Chris, that basically said that certain coaches were not as highly regarded as they should, that they, for the most part, are held. And it got me to thinking about Phil Jackson. And like I said, this is going to be for a future episode. This is a teaser, as they call it in the business. But I'm not sure if I have Phil Jackson as my best coach ever anymore. Because I have been thinking about it, and I'm still trying to pull some stuff together. But I think I have an argument of why he's not. But like I said,
you can tell the people that Doc Rivers is your greatest coach of all time. It's okay.
Hell
It's perfectly okay. It's perfectly okay.
Oh hell,
we understand.
I got Tyronn Lue above Doc Rivers.
No.
That's a little rough.
No, I don't. I really don't. But, anything else NBA wise that we might have missed?
You get the fun of talking about Phoenix.
Wait. Hold on. I have something.
Oh, okay.
That's not Phoenix.
No, that's not Phoenix. That's stupid Chicago.
Oh, even better.
Tell me why, Mr. Zach LaVine, I'm always injured, nobody can figure out what the hell's wrong with my knee crap, was playing in the celebrity softball game and cranking out home runs.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have to use his knees. Just has
Like,
to swing a bat.
I'm like, what are you doing?
He had a pretty
He's
nice
better
catch in outfield, too.
I
He's better at
know. I'm
celebrity
like,
baseball
you don't
or
have the
softball than
knees
he
for
is
this.
basketball.
Like, sir,
he said-
take my knees first before you go
He's
and
out
do
there
this.
having fun.
He said, "You know what?" He said, "Y'all have already paid me. Now it's time to
Exactly.
now it's time to
Pretty
build
much.
the brand." He said, "I'm going to build the brand now. I'm going to build it in the Celebrity All-Star game because I can't build it in Chicago because look at us."
Right?
I mean, they're going to be the only people to pay him, too, at this rate.
They shouldn't have paid him to begin with.
With that contract.
Zach LaVine
Maybe
It's a
he'll just
topic
try
for-
and go play baseball now.
Oh God.
He's not
I
good
don't
enough
think
to
they're
do
going
that.
to throw the money at him that he's making right now. So I think he's fine.
I remember when he signed that contract, I told everybody the Bulls would regret it because Zach LaVine is not as good as people say he is. I get the last laugh. Because Zach
Yeah,
LaVine
man.
is not very good at basketball.
I think he's a fine number 2/3. It's just they pay him to be a 1 on a roster that isn't built to win in the first place.
Now,
And
I
then
will say,
they keep paying people.
yeah. I will say, I do kind of feel bad for Lonzo Ball because his career is basically over. Like at this
Yeah.
point, I don't think he's gonna step on the court again. I think his career's over.
Oh gosh, that is wow. You don't think he'll ever step on the court
No.
again? His career's over.
I mean,
No,
it's
I
already
think-
been 3 years.
Yeah, his nerve issue is that bad. Like, I think there's like one more surgery that they can try on him, and if that doesn't work, he's gonna have to retire.
Yeah.
Like his knee, I think it's his knee. It's just completely shot.
Yeah.
It's either his knee or his ankle. I forget exactly what it is, but whichever one it is, it's completely shot, and he can barely walk on it right now. That's how bad it is.
It's just so insane.
Right?
It's so random.
And he's not as bad as people always give him credit for. He was way overdrafted by the Lakers. He shouldn't have went that high.
And his father
But-
did not help at all.
Mm-mm.
No, his father made it
Exactly.
worse.
Yep.
His father's honestly why he has all these
Mhm.
health issues he's having because he pushed him too hard as a kid.
Yeah.
That he wanted him to wear those crappy sneakers that everybody.
Exactly. You know, that didn't
That-
help.
That's why people think he has all the issues he has because the sneakers were so poorly designed.
Big
That's,
baller
that's so
brand.
crappy.
Yeah. I'm so glad that LaMelo, whenever he came into the league, he refused to wear them and he signed an actual shoe deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
If Lonzo was drafted like in the around like 10, I think it'd be viewed as a fine pick. Not a good pick, but not a bad pick. Like it is viewed for him being picked at number 2.
Where's Jello at these days, Keith?
And Charlotte making max money. Oh, Jello.
Jello.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
yeah.
still. I think he's in
Not-
Charlotte too, but I think he's on their summer league team.
Okay. Last time I remember, he was doing something with Detroit, and that's the last I heard of him.
I mean, he's mostly played. I think in the G League. I think he was in the G League last year.
Yeah.
You know, I have to say, I admire Melo because so far Melo is the only athlete that's going on television. Drop the N-word on national television
Oh my God.
on WWE Monday Night Raw, but much less, and ain't been canceled. I had to give that to him. You know, got to give it to
I mean, when you're in Charlotte, that's why.
him. It kind of helps everybody's forgotten about him in Charlotte. Well, except those lightly highlights, but other than that, yeah, Charlotte's not. Besides Melo, they're not appointment television right now. Especially with Michael Jordan selling them too.
Yeah, finally. Maybe they can be good.
No.
Maybe he and Charles Barkley could be friends again.
No.
Maybe.
0 for 2.
0 for 2. Strike 2.
Jello is with Charlotte's G League team. He played a grand total of 3 games last year. And if you look at his games played in the G League, he played 28 games in 21-22 and 3 games last year.
And remember, they were supposed to come in. Some teams were supposed to sign all 3 of them, and they was going to take over the league and take them to the championship. Look at them.
Look at him now.
Like, I feel bad. I legit feel bad for Lonzo. I do. I'm not going, but Lonzo's not playing. LiAngelo can barely even get in the door, much less step on the court. Security probably look at him and like, "Are you sure you're supposed to be?" Fans go around to the other end and come in and pay when they get a ticket. Like, no, I'm on the team. No, yeah, sure you are. That's the third person I've heard in the last 10 minutes tell me this. Oh, around the corner, get your ticket, you go. And then Melo has come up. No, that's my brother. He's actually on the. Oh, my bad.
I feel bad for Jello as well. Because his dad threw him under the bus. He said he was like the worst of the 3.
Yeah.
And look at him. Right now, he's playing the best of the 3.
Yeah.
So, I'm talking about LiAngelo, not Melo.
Oh.
Yeah, he like straight up said that Jello was the worst of the 3 brothers, and he was not very good.
Well, a broken clock's worn right twice a day. Unless that broken clock's digital, but that's for another subject, another time. All right, so another thing I want to talk about is something that's real interesting to me, and that's the fact that the Suns are taking their telecasts off of cable and putting them over the air television again. I think that's extremely awesome on their part because, to me, the best way of growing your fan base is, actually letting your fans watch the games. But Barbara, what do you think? You're in that area, like.
So I think this comes at a perfect time since we all just collectively learned within the last few days that we can only be fans of teams of where we live.
Oh,
so
wow.
Now I can completely ditch Chicago and truly become immersed in Phoenix Suns. No, but really, I am pretty excited. As you guys can already tell, obviously NBA is not my sport of choice. And it's really just because I never want to watch the games that are on TV. And since the Bulls suck, I never can watch them. So I just never find myself watching basketball unless it's the finals, of course. But I think this is a really great idea. I think a lot of other teams, if this year proves to be successful for them, will eventually follow suit. I mean, we see it every year with baseball, all the crappy blackouts in all the areas. Like, all sports make it super difficult for their homegrown fans to partake in watching them. And not everyone can afford actual tickets to go see them live because they charge out the ass for everything. But now we can watch it for free. I think it said there's a spot to stream it too. And then whatever Arizona channel it is, I don't know what it is yet, but I guess Bally Sports at first said they were gonna match the offer that they were getting from Gray's Arizona channels is what the new company's called that they're going to, or Gray Television. But as of today, Bally Sports did not match or make an offer. So they've officially decided to move forward with it. I think it's also a really good move for Mercury, just because, I mean, literally, who watches WNBA unless you're already a women's basketball fan, which we know is few and far between. but this will allow them to get more fans if there's a place that literally has all basketball. I would like to see other teams do it. We all know Bally is trash. I mean, I tried to sign up for Bally's a few weeks ago because I don't even remember why. Oh, so we have 2 TVs in the living room, and we were trying to watch a Diamondbacks game because my father-in-law was coming over for dinner, but they were playing the Dodgers. And that's why we were trying to watch it, because he's a huge Dodgers fan. But since it was Diamondbacks, I obviously can't watch it on my MLB app. So I was like, well, let me just see if like Bally's has like a free trial or something. And they did, but they literally, you can't stream Diamondbacks games on Bally Sports. And I'm like, this makes no sense. Like, how are you going to own rights to all the Arizona teams and then not actually play it? It was so odd. So I'm really glad they're moving on from Bally. I know, Jerry, you hate Bally Sports too.
They're going bankrupt, so I could not be any happier.
But I love this. I love this idea that they're going to try out. I hope it does great. I think it'll do great. I'm excited to try it out. I already told my husband that we're going to watch more Suns games to support it, just to make sure that it goes through good. Do our part.
Hey, look, if there's a way that I can sit here and stream it in Virginia, and I'll watch more Suns games as well, like, you know, because this is something I feel like, because, all right, look at it like this. The most successful North American sports league has only one game on cable television a week. And now, even to that point, they're simulcasting it on both ESPN and ABC for the majority of the games.
Mm-hmm.
So if it works for them, and we know basketball, their fandom is growing, like, all right, why is the only time I can watch it on over-the-air television is on Sunday afternoons or late Saturday night when, you know, the NFL can sit there and throw a game on. If the NFL was to throw a game on Tuesday afternoon and said, this is the only game we're going to give you, that game will still blow anything away on television. Like,
right.
Live sports right now is the go-to, I feel like, in television, period. Because you have diehard, dedicated people that will, if you tell them their team is playing Tuesday afternoon, 2:00, they're tuning in. They're going to find some kind of way to tune in. Even if they have to take an extended bathroom break at work, they are going to tune in.
Yeah.
If you sit there, I believe if you sit there and you say, hey, the Celtics and the Knicks are going to play at 3 a.m. on Thursday morning. Guess what? 3 a.m. Thursday morning, Celtics-Knicks is probably going to be a high-rated game just because, you know, it's sports. It's New York. It's Celtics. It's Knicks. I'm not saying it's not going to get as much as primetime would, but you'll pull in more people than your rerun and primetime would get. It'll blow that out the water. Okay? Like, baseball. A lot of baseball back in the day was on over-the-air television. You know, yeah, tape delays and whatnot at times, but still, it was on over-the-air television. You know, and usually in sports, things happen in a domino effect. Like, okay, just like the Wildcat offense, domino effect, and then it going away, domino effect. Okay. The NFL taking games overseas. Well, look now. The NBA takes games overseas. Baseball goes to, hey, they have the London series now every year. Which we won't talk too much about the London series, Barb, because I know that's a subject we shouldn't be touching right now.
They're opening in Korea next year.
Yep, they're opening in Korea next year. You know, it's just, you know, these games are growing. So the best thing you can do to even help that growth even more is, all right, it's nice to take these games to these people, but if you want them to stick around as fans, don't sit there and put them behind another paywall that they have to watch. Like, if I had sit there and be like, oh, all right, you know, this Flyers game looks awesome. But then you tell me I got to go to NBC Sports Philadelphia to be able to watch it, and I got to sit here, and that's not in my. Forget the fact that it's on cable, but now it's probably, if I'm outside of Philadelphia, it's not even in my basic sports package. So you're telling me I got to go back.
It's not so much the paywall, it's just the blackouts that are the worst. I mean, even if I'm watching on like our Dish network, if the Diamondbacks are playing on MLB network, it's blacked out.
Yep.
Like, that's dumb because I don't have that extra sports package to have the Arizona channel, which isn't even contracted with Dish anymore. So there's literally no way for somebody who's already paying out the ass for Dish cable satellite to watch the Diamondbacks because it's blacked out, even though I live in Tucson.
Wait, you mean Bally Sports pulled their network off of a provider? No, don't say it so.
Yeah. we want you to pay for it. But you know, it's just to be, if you want to really push, if you want to sit there and push your revenue even higher and higher, make your brand more accessible. You know?
Exactly. Offer it on streaming, but offer it to everybody. And if you're in the local area, then put it over free airs like the Suns are doing.
Like,
but then make it an easier place to watch it, whether it's behind a paywall or not. Just make it fair access for everyone.
And one thing I want to say is, I want to find the person who came with the idea of a blackout, because me and that person or that group of people are going to have a long, uncomfortable conversation.
Some old white guy that's probably dead in the ground now.
Oh God!
Go argue with this headstone.
You would dare not. I would sit, like, seriously, like, oh, you know what? I know we'll get them. I know we'll get them to the stadium. Let's show them the game locally. How well does that work in How well did that work in Jacksonville?
Well, and not unless you're gonna bring down the prices, like we were talking about especially with baseball this year with the new pitch clock. Now games are averaging 2 hours. So if I'm paying for me, my husband, and my 2 kids a pack of 4, I'm going to be paying the same amount to go watch a Diamondbacks Cubs game that I would be to be watching an Arizona Cardinals Bears game. But with football, I get twice the amount of time almost. Like, it makes no sense.
We'll talk more about the pitch clock and stuff like that when we get to baseball talk. But yeah, just
every year they just make it harder and harder for fans to stay fans.
It's like, it's just a group of it's like, you know, you just get picture this group of people that says, what can we do to make our fans' life miserable today? I have the idea for you, George.
Well, and like, especially with football this year, with Sunday Ticket moving to YouTube, and they're charging out the ass for it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, thank you. It's more accessible now. You don't have to be a DirecTV customer to get it. But who the hell is paying those prices? Like, I know people will, but like, it's insane how much it is.
I am not a proponent for illegal streaming.
No, we never partake in illegal streaming.
But let's just say I could understand.
For legal purposes.
I do. Yeah, I do not condone illegal streaming. I do not condone illegal streaming. But man, the prices that they charge, especially this year. Let's just say, like, if this was a movie, I could understand the villain's motivation. Let's just put it like that. Yes, I can understand the villain's motivation for legal purposes, as Barbara says. What do you think, Keith?
Oh, I mean, I can see that as well. I'm also not a person that's about to drop big money on YouTube, but I don't have, or none of my teams are Bally Sports, so I don't run into the same issue.
That pause was to wait for Jerry to go, well, look at you. Well, good
Yeah,
for
look good for you.
you.
But they do make it impossible. I mean, because I never get to watch Bears games because I'm not paying for Sunday ticket, and unless
So
they're
insane.
on television, I'm not ever gonna watch them.
See, that's, and then you wonder why. Well, why are people Cowboys fans, or why are they Packers fans, or why are you and lately why are you a Chiefs fan?
Right.
Well,
that's my whole point. That's my whole point to he who will not be named that was proposing that question of why are people fans of teams outside of their home states? Like, if I don't want to be fans of the teams in my state, or if I don't have any teams in my state, like you, Eric,
hello,
who am I supposed to become a fan of? Like, I grew up in the 90s. There was no internet then for me to be looking up team stats and finding players that I liked. I had to watch what was on TV. So who do they play on TV? The teams that are winning. So you're obviously going to pick a team that you're watching a lot of and have a lot of access and exposure to.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You know, here in Virginia, I'm just not allowed to root for anybody. I'm sorry.
You can have college, and that's it.
That's it. Yep. College and high school. That's all I can have. I have to renounce all the professional fandoms. So, sorry, Dallas Cowboys.
And what if you live in a state that has two professional teams, like Texas? Are you allowed to be fans of both Texas football teams? Can you be a fan of the Texans and Cowboys?
Nope.
Are they going to shit on you for that, or do you have to be loyal to only one of them? But you're in the state.
Just one.
But then what if you move from Houston to Texas or to Dallas?
Yep. Well,
then you still got to root for. You got to Then you got to change teams.
Then you got to change teams.
You got to change teams.
You got to change teams.
Sorry, Dallas Cowboys. Sorry, Los Angeles Lakers.
God, sorry, imagine going from being a fan of the Cowboys to Texas.
God.
Think about being a fan of being somebody that lives in a city with two teams.
Yeah, exactly.
And knowing you can only root for one.
Think about it. Yeah. Well, Los Angeles isn't a good example.
It's LA or New York.
Yeah, imagine going from a Dodgers fan to an Angels fan. I mean, right now it's warranted because of Ohtani, but any other time, like, I'm laughing at you.
And that may only be for a couple weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you better find a new team in a few weeks.
Imagine going from being a Giants fan to a Jets fan.
Ooh.
Which actually, that's probably
you were in poverty the whole time.
Well, hey, Eli did bring them 2 championships now.
Yeah, and a whole lot of nothing else.
You can be a fan of Yankees and Mets.
Oh, from what I hear, that's not allowed.
That's a struggle too.
Yep, from what I hear, that's not allowed.
I mean, this year, yeah, this year you sure can because both teams are terrible. But like,
hey, one team is more terrible. Okay,
the Yankees are above 500 at least.
That's true.
I mean, I think they still are in the same position standings wise. Or in terms of their divisions. This year they're both in last.
All that matters is one team is more terrible, okay? So they'll be higher on the draft board, but guess what? They're still more terrible. That's
sorry, Keith. Don't be talking about Yankees being in last because someone else's team has that right now.
They had a game today, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, our next topic is short and sweet and your daily dose of sports pulp culture. The best rumor that could be going around right now, Jimmy Butler, sad off not winning his championship ring, is now winning in life and apparently dating Shakira. And we love to see that. Shakira is recently separated from her psycho ex-husband. Honestly, I was really surprised to see that it was Jimmy because she has been like literally following F1 races pretty much like every race they've had since her and her husband split. So I figured if she was going to date anyone right away, it maybe would be an F1 driver. But I like the idea of Jimmy and her together now.
Keith, I got a question for you.
Fun.
I got a question for you, Keith.
Oh boy.
On a scale of 1 to 10, where do you rate this couple?
On
what parameters?
Yeah, I mean that's.
Look,
I don't even like. That's a difficult question. I mean, I barely know anything about them.
Look, I didn't ask you to do any research with them. Just give you just the thought of 1 to 10, the thought of Jimmy Butler and Shakira.
7. I don't know.
7?
Like,
okay, good. A good solid couple together. All right, that sounds good.
Like I literally know nothing about them.
Does Jimmy have kids?
See, I don't know that.
I don't know that either. Let's see.
So it's nothing about them.
Because I'm pretty sure Shakira does.
Well, Barb looks that up.
I don't know that either.
Jared, give me your rating on them. What do you rate this couple?
It's a solid 8.25.
Oh, I like that. Okay. All right. So Jimmy has a daughter that was born in 2019. So she's like 4. And then Shakira has 2 boys, a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old. It's a cute little family.
Yeah, see, there you go. Just for that, I'll give them an 8.5.
Wow.
I like it. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they actually like last, or is this just a summer fling? It's cute.
I'm sorry, Shakira, but the NBA season calls. It's a long haul. You don't want to go through those cold winters in Minnesota and Portland. And
I like the validity of this relationship versus the rumors of Kim K and Tom Brady. But as I'm a certified Tom Brady hater, so if this ends up being true, ugh.
Good to realize in 2 years you still haven't lost that hate for Tom Brady.
True. That'll never leave.
I respect it.
Even whatever channel he ends up on, I'll hate that channel.
I think he's going to Fox.
Bye-bye, Fox Sports.
Bye-bye.
Fox Sports in the Lampkin household.
Maybe when Aaron retires finally, he can go to Fox too, and then it can just be like double hate.
No, that's too much.
Fox Sports in the Lampkin household is not allowed. I can see it there. Yeah, can we watch the Cardinals?
Yeah, exactly. Which sucks for here because they only play on Fox.
Yep.
Like, well, what y'all doing? They're on Fox.
Yeah, Cardinals are only on Fox.
Better go buy a ticket.
Yeah, like, you want to go to the game instead?
Like, okay, I promise you, Barb, this week the Cardinals are playing on ESPN. Not much of an upgrade, but we can allow it.
Yeah, he signed the Fox.
Good.
Oh, Brady signed. Oh, see that's messed up though, because Brady signed with Fox, and Aaron Rodgers is now going to be on CBS. Barb is just not going to allow any football in that house this year.
I mean, there's still Peacock and NBC.
She's going. I'm about to say she's only going to allow the Thursday night game. She'll allow the Sunday night
Amazon.
Game.
Yeah, she just has night games. It's fine.
And then the Monday night games are maybe depends on how she feels about Joe Buck.
Oh God.
You can leave it on mute.
Well, never mind. Nope. No ESPN on Monday night.
I can handle him during football because it's not all the time. It's just every once in a while I have to hear him. It's just when he would call baseball. Oh yeah, Manning cast for sure.
Yeah.
I love the Manning cast. I think that's a great investment they'd made.
It's just there's too many copycats now. The A-Rod cast. I watched that. I think I watched that 10 minutes and I turned it off.
With A-Rod and
Michael K. And Michael K. I like Michael K. It's just
okay, but the broadcast that they had for the London series with A-Rod, Big Papi, and Jeter, that was fun.
okay. But see, you got Big Papi and Jeter to kind of, if you got to spread it, at least you spread it thin instead of just all A-Rod.
Even though A-Rod was like, I'm not going to say he was on something. I'm not going to make that assumption. I think he was just nervous to be around Jeter. I don't know. But he made it a little weird and awkward. But besides that, it was fun.
I'm not.
Maybe he's still hung up on J-Lo. Who knows?
I hope not.
The A-Lo and A-Lo. A-Rod and...
No, that's not their name anymore. They're done.
The A-Lo. Oh, see, there it is again. Man.
Wow, you really like
A-Rod.
that. You really like that celebrity couple.
See? And see, now these days, when I see A-Rod, it's Aaron Rodgers, which,
just call him
that's
AR-12.
That's a different. Well, actually, no, it'd be AR-8 now.
Oh, true that.
Yep.
I forgot he was changing numbers.
When we get to talk about football, I want to know Keith's opinion. Don't give it to me now. This is another what we call a teaser in the business. But I want to know what Keith thinks about Rodgers now that he's not playing for his team anymore.
It's gonna be the same.
And now the fun of the WNBA and their All-Star weekend, as well as the first half of their season. So the Aces are basically Thanos right now, being 19-2. Jerry, how do you feel about them?
I don't follow the WNBA at all, so I'm not much use here.
Oh God, man, you gotta. Let's put it like this: 19-2 in any sport is impressive because WNBA, that's one of the highest levels of women's basketball. And I will say, even though I don't watch as many NBA games as I did in the past, like I actually get enjoyment out of it. But because more so that, to me, the NBA is more flash, but the WNBA is more fundamental. And I really am one person that appreciates the fundamentals of basketball. And I think, before Kobe Bryant passed, he was trying to, bring a lot more attention to the WNBA as well because, he understood about the fundamentals of the game as well. Like, to me, that's why the WNBA, I feel like, gets the amount of hate that it does is because, as Barb likes to call them, grunty American male, basically just they enjoy the flash, but they don't understand the fundamentals to get to the flash. And as someone that appreciates it, so 19-2, that's just, and I mean, what's the next closest team's record, Keith?
15-5 or 14-4.
Wait. This is the All-Star break. So this is halfway. How long is their season?
Yeah, this season's only like 40-something games or something.
Yeah, plus the playoffs and all that.
It usually runs from Memorial Day to like what, mid-October?
Somewhere around there.
That's crazy. That's so small.
Because I think their season runs like from the Western Conference Finals to right before the NBA season starts, and then the NBA season rolls around. So you get, like I said, you get basketball year round if you really want it. But
that's true. Yeah, if you watched both, which now you can if you're in Arizona.
But that's a like I said, that's another one of the parts too about reading. Do they have self-help? Do they have therapists for reading Facebook comments? Seriously, they need to have that because I would sign up for a therapist right now to help me not read Facebook comments as much. I know what you all there listening say, well, why don't you just put the phone down? Why don't you just put that cheeseburger down? It's not as easy all the time, is it? Exactly. So there you go. Yes, I would.
Random pot shots, but okay.
Andy Reid knows all about not being able to put that cheeseburger down.
Hey, you leave Andy Reid out of this,
Just
okay?
random pot shots.
Andy Reid is an
He's
American.
a national treasure.
Yeah, I was about to say he's a national treasure. You leave him alone.
Oh my goodness.
He absolutely is. But he still doesn't know how to put the cheeseburger down.
Exactly.
But seriously, it's just you sit there. I don't tell you how many times I sit here and read, like, okay, there'll be a WNBA article or something. And the number one thing people will tell you on these groups is, if you don't like it, just scroll past it. But yet you're the one commenting on it like, oh, boring. Nobody sit there. Look, you know what? I think instead, for these people, instead of, finding them and whatnot, what we should do is you go on their social media history. And if you see them make comments about certain things that they don't like, that is what we sentence them to. So if you're like, you'll never catch me watching the WNBA. Well, okay, if I was a coach, guess what you're doing for the next 50 hours?
Right.
Your 50 hours is going to be to consume nothing but WNBA games. Bet you'll drive on the right side of the road this time, won't you? Or, you'll never catch me watching baseball. Oh, guess what you're going to be doing for the next 40 hours? I bet you'll take your foot off that gas now.
It'll be athletics baseball.
45 will be, in that case, 45 will be 25 in that case. But
that'll teach you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, just I really got to give up reading Facebook. I need to do like Keith, and I just need to give up Facebook. Period.
It's so refreshing.
I'm about to say, how is non-Facebook life, Keith?
It's so refreshing. There's just so much less stress that other people would cause me from stuff like that, where I'm reading comments and stuff that are just like idiotic. And I mean, I'm on Twitter, so I still see some.
Yeah, you're just on another cesspool.
Yeah, I mean, it's
wait. Hold on. For those of you that don't remember from the last episode 2 years ago, remember when Keith said he would never, ever get on Twitter?
I do remember saying that myself.
And now look at him. 2 years later, he's on Twitter. I'm off Twitter.
That's how bad Facebook got. That's exactly how bad. And I mean, the one good and bad thing about Twitter, because I mean, it's sort of honestly the same. But like going comments that I see that about the WNBA that I didn't really appreciate was when Sabrina won the 3-point contest yesterday, or the other day, and everybody was like, "Oh well, she did it without, and it's not an NBA ball, so don't call it an NBA record." Even though Steph and plenty of other people like told her how great she was because she missed 2 shots. She went 25 or 27. Like, it doesn't matter the size of the ball, where you're shooting from, none of that. If you're missing 2 shots and you're taking almost 30, like, it's insane. No matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what size ball you're using. Yeah. Like, that's so impressive.
I put you like this: some of these cheeseburger Twinkie eating people, if you gave them 30 shots,
it's a terrible combination.
If you give them 30 shots,
they're making 2.
Yeah, 2 feet from the basket, they might make 2. And then it's not an NBA ball. I'll give you the same WNBA ball. Guess what you're going to do?
Yep.
It's just, to me, the regular. Nah, I'm not going to say the regular fan. I take that back. The macho fan, yes, that's what the macho masculine fan. That's just, if you can sit here and throw a ball 70 yards down the field, and or you could sit there and shoot a shot from half court and whatnot, or if you can crank out 63 home runs, then that's impressive. But if you sit there and she shot with a basketball that's a little bit smaller, or
Yeah, sorry, doesn't count.
like it's like first and foremost, if you can't even sit there and take that small basketball and do the same thing, what the hell are you doing criticizing them?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not the same, Okay, you do it.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely something that honestly is always going to be a part of just the internet in general, because social media lets people get so close to athletes now.
Yeah, the parasocial relationships is
it's like you
scary
can literally
sometimes.
easily get in contact with an athlete that you may never actually see face to face or anything, and say just the stupidest stuff to them in a DM or whatever.
Which we see all the time. As soon as anyone loses an important game, you have these idiotic fans, quote unquote, because they're not true fans if they're bashing them, but saying the most horrific things.
And if they saw them in real life, well, they'll need a new change. They'll need a new change of underwear.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they'd be running up to get their autograph or a picture.
Oh yeah.
I feel like they're the biggest fan ever.
Like, how many times have you seen? I know that a lot of times those videos are staged and whatnot, but it happens in real life. How many times have you seen where someone will sit there and just, when they have the idea that they're not nowhere around, they'll just say all of this mean, negative stuff about them. But then as soon as you sit there and put them in the same room with that person, oh man, I'm your biggest fan, been following you since the first day of your career. I've been following you since back there in your Pee-wee football days.
Which is like, so creepy to say out loud.
Yeah. It's like, okay, so you're back to what Barbara had mentioned earlier. So you're telling me that I can't switch up teams, but you can switch up how you feel about somebody real quick just because they're in the room?
Yeah. Yes. That is exactly how it works, is there's no consistency. So it's, as long as there's no consistency, and
that is the greatest works. That is the greatest consistency, is no consistency.
Yep. It works out perfect if you can change up your game at all times. No, I mean it's insane, but luckily for the WNBA, they've been getting a lot more viewers this season and the last few seasons, which is going to help them out quite a bit to actually be a sustainable league. Which, I mean, they're like 20 years in or something, so it'll be interesting to see where they go.
It's a crying shame, man. Your players have to play ball in the off season just to make ends meet,
to pay their bills.
Yeah, but we're not getting into that conversation in this episode. So yeah, we're not going there. Jerry strictly forbids that we go there.
Absolutely forbidden.
I'm listening, Jerry. I'm trying to get better these 2 years.
Good. All right. So next, we're going to kick it over to the MLB and get talking about some baseball. We just had the All-Star game a few days ago. We're at the point in the season where we got roughly 65 games left. And we're at the point to where we're seeing a lot of the playoff picture actually start to take shape. So we're going to go over some teams that we are very surprised by, and some teams we're very surprised by in a good manner, and teams that we are surprised by in a very bad manner. So I'll get going. I think the team that surprises me the most, for a good reason, is the Cincinnati Reds. Keith, I tagged you in this the other day, but it was whenever it went back up. I tagged you in a post that showed the teams that were most improved over their wins at this point last season. And the Cincinnati Reds were number one at plus 16 from this point last season.
Wow.
So they're sitting at 50-32 at the moment. So if you take away those 16 wins, they were sitting with only 34 wins last year at this point, which would make them the third worst team in baseball this year if they were still at that. So I think that the youth movement they have had there is just fantastic for them. They have a great manager in charge that's getting the best out of these kids every single day. And they are proving exactly why you need to draft more hitters and trade for pitchers, because they have done nothing but draft their hitters, and their hitters are what's really leading them at this point. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure how far they're really going to go in the playoffs, and they shouldn't be too worried about that. They should just be worried about making the postseason at all, and then it's a great season for them. Even if they don't, if they can eclipse that 500 mark and finish with anywhere over 82 wins, I think that's a win for them this year.
Yeah, it's a huge improvement.
And then the team I'm surprised by in a bad manner. It is the worst team in baseball, the Oakland Athletics. And it's for not just their baseball thing, but it's the fact that their fans are showing up and just chanting anywhere that they can at John Fisher to sell the team. That, for one, makes me laugh because it's hilarious just seeing them show up and chant at him to sell the team, because he is trying to forcibly remove the Athletics from Oakland because he doesn't want to pay for a privately funded stadium. And frankly, I think a lot of these owners that rely on majority taxpayer money to build their new fancy stadiums, I think they're a word that Keith does not like, and I can't say here without Eric having to bleep it. So I will not say it. But you three know exactly which word I'm referring to.
But, billionaire owner that doesn't want to pay for his old stadium to make money out of. Color me shocked.
Yeah, because we're going through the same thing in Kansas City right now. Sherman's trying to build a new baseball district in downtown, which I will say downtown baseball in Kansas City will fail. It will not be good. The transportation is awful downtown. Anybody that says it will succeed, they are lying to you. But he's trying to get the taxpayers of Kansas City to pay for over 50% of the stadium. And I think he's estimating to build the entire district, it's going to cost about $2 billion. And the fact that you have the money to buy the team and you decide that the taxpayers need to pay a majority of the money, I think that's dumb. And even if they move to Las Vegas, the Athletics have a history of moving. They're just going to keep moving. So even if they go to Vegas, they'll be there for who knows how long. Because they were in Philadelphia before, they were in Kansas City, they've been to Oakland. I think they were in one more place before Philadelphia as well. But they're just going to keep moving until either somebody steps in and just tells them no, or they finally become good enough to not need to move. And I think at the end of the day, all this boils down to is a lot of these teams are just, they decide we're not going to put a winning team on the field, and it makes the fans mad. And the Athletics are a perfect example of we're not even going to try. And that's why I think the lottery that they implemented in baseball is going to be a good thing for these teams, because it's going to incentivize them to not completely tank. Because the Athletics could get screwed over and they could get a pick outside of the top 3 next year, even with the tied best odds for the first pick. And I don't think that they should be rewarded for actively tanking. The same goes for the Royals. I don't think they should be rewarded for the garbage they're putting on the field. But they're just refusing to do anything of any note. And they are a lot worse than I thought they'd be. I thought they'd have probably like 32 wins. I didn't think they'd have, I don't think they'd be 25-68 after the All-Star break. Like, gosh, they're bad. Like, bad. They're probably the worst team in MLB history. And that's saying a lot.
So you're telling me there's a chance that in my lifetime, I could see the Vancouver Athletics?
Yes.
Vancouver.
What a life I live. I would actually probably go to Vancouver to watch them.
They're going to Vegas.
Oh, but you won't go to Vancouver with Keith.
Oh.
No.
But you'll go for the A's.
No. Keith wants to go to Toronto, not Vancouver.
I technically could go to Vancouver, but I'm going to Toronto, yes.
Yeah, see?
Still have to get a passport to go to Vancouver, though.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that right now. We don't condone that on the show.
Sneak into the country? Yeah, we don't
Hey,
condone it.
we do not condone that.
No, we don't condone it.
We do not condone that for legal purposes. We don't condone it.
We don't condone that at all. Legal or not, we don't condone that.
All right, Barb, what are your teams?
Okay, my teams for good surprise are the Diamondbacks. Shockingly, they're doing really well. Is that that's just the Dodgers also playing like garbage too most days? Because I feel like the Dodgers should be a lot better than they are. But the Diamondbacks are doing really well, and I don't think anyone thought they would do that well.
Hell no. I'm not going I didn't mean to cut you off. But like 4th of July, I checked in on baseball standings. So I haven't followed as much baseball as I normally would this year for certain purposes. Not legal, but certain purposes. And I saw the Diamondbacks up there, and I was like, "Oh crap! Okay, all right."
Right? And then my bad surprise would be St. Louis. I'm only saying bad surprise on paper and for stupid St. Louis fans because I know they have to be extremely frustrated. Obviously, for the rest of the league and smart baseball fans, it's a good surprise that they're absolute dogs. But on paper, they should be a lot better than they are.
There's our first bleep button of it. There we go.
Yeah, their hitters just aren't hitting, and their pitching is not there. The fact that they're in the same division as the Pirates and the Cubs and they're still in last says a lot of how terrible they're doing. Pirates were a good surprise. I guess we kind of forgot about them, but that's because they're not really a good or bad surprise now. They were a good surprise in the beginning.
They were
but then they fell off.
I was about to say after April they forgot to play baseball.
Yeah, they remembered. Oh crap.
It's like, wait a second. You're telling me the season goes more than just April?
Yeah.
No. You got to call the AA guys up here for that. We're not doing. No, we're not doing this.
And then, yeah, I'm just waiting for the trade deadline. So what little fun we have with my team, the Cubs, can be imploded and ruined for the rest of the season. So there's that.
You know, before we recorded this episode, I went back and I listened to the episode recorded from when your core from the Cubs just got traded. And yeah. Let's just say I'm glad that you took that a lot better than I thought you would.
All good things must come to an end.
What's your good and your bad team?
So I'm gonna start off with the bad team first because that's always the fun part.
Good, and then you don't like following my rules.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that? So I don't know how you spend enough to buy 6 franchises and you can't be at 500 at the All-Star break. But the New York Mets somehow found a way to do that. 7 games under, and they've had some injuries, but not. It hasn't been just where they are just playing like nobodies. Like they spent so much money, and yet there's no wins to show for it. I don't know what their plan is for the All-Star break, but I would personally trade some of these people and clear up some money so that they don't lose what is probably going to be a top 10 pick and it drop down 10 spots because they are so far into the tax. But when your owner has deep pockets, who knows? Because What's the fun in selling whenever you spent so much money the first season that you have the team? And then my good team and good surprise is the Baltimore Orioles, who are just crushing it. Somehow I've caught up to the Rays, who had just an absolutely crazy hot start and have obviously cooled down since. But the Orioles have really caught up really quickly, and they have so much young talent that they're probably going to be at the top of the division for quite a while if they're able to keep all of that young talent.
You know, back to your thoughts about the Mets. Like, this team's still paying Bobby Bonilla, okay? So it's like every time we sit here and think, oh, yeah, the Mets could actually be good. And then you have to remember, they're still paying him.
Him today would probably be their best hitter right now.
You're not kidding. You know what else is wild? Ken Griffey Jr. is the third highest paid Red.
Yep.
And look at how good the Reds are right now. And look at when the last time Griffey suited up for the Reds.
That's what happens when you actually draft talent and develop it instead of trading it all away for giant trades that fail.
I will say I love looking at the contracts where teams are still paying these guys until like 2030 and beyond. It's hilarious seeing how much they just push it out.
But okay, when it comes to my good team, the biggest reason I'm shocked is they're still ahead of the defending world champions at the at the All-Star break, and I'm talking about the Texas Rangers. And from looking at basically their season in a nutshell, they are just connecting with everything, it seems like. You know, top of hitting. They're top of batting average. Tops in runs batted in. Just, Texas is just letting you know they're doing it. Like, and their pitching, it seems like it's not top of the league, but basically it's not a dead leg as well to the point it's costing them a lot of games. So, to sit here and see Texas right now at 54-39 and 2.5 games over that Houston team, as Barbara does not allow us to call them anything else. Yeah, just shocking, because I think at the beginning of the year, Texas was, a lot of people had them at best fourth in the division, because they thought if anybody would challenge it, it'd either be the Mariners or the Angels. And what's sad, before I get to my bad team.
Wait. Can we just say how refreshing it is that a different Texas team is doing so well?
Without their best pitcher, too.
Yeah. But
it's literally what Texas deserves.
But before I get to my
Houston deserves.
Before I get to my bad team, though, this has become, almost an annual tradition of get Mike Trout away from the Angels.
It's too late for that.
And get
Mike Trout and Ohtani need to be rescued.
Yeah, and now we got to put Ohtani on that list as well.
Ohtani will be traded, so he's almost out.
Now, the good question is, where did you trade him to?
Anyone that has $1 billion.
I just trade him for whatever the best package is, which will probably be the Dodgers, if we're being honest.
That leads me into my worst team. Because, this worst team could actually,
Stop it. They are not.
If they wanted to years ago.
Yeah, we're not talking about years ago, sir.
They don't have the farm now, I'll tell you that. They do not have the farm now.
George would not sit still for this, okay? George would be sitting there right now. He'd have Trout, Ohtani, and Mookie Betts all playing in New York.
Imagine, oh my God.
But the Yankees, just
Killing.
Well, a good portion. They had gotten up to what, third in the division. Right now, they're currently fourth in the division. Only the Yankees and the Red Sox. For years, you would be thinking of them fighting for the top of the AL East. It's hard to believe that the Yankees and the Red Sox this year are fighting to like, haha, you're the worst one. No, you're the worst one. No, you're the worst of the division. Because right now they're separated by half a game. But the sad thing also is the fact that every team in the AL East is better than the division leader in the AL Central. It's like looking at the standings since May. If you looked at the AL East, you could just continue straight down for the AL Central and realize that's the way the standings work. And that's just wild to me as well. Like right now, the Mariners could be on top of the AL Central.
Yeah.
Now,
The Red
7.5 back in their own division.
And if the Red Sox were in the AL Central, they'd be winning the division. And they're right now, mathematically right now, they're last in the AL East, which between the Yankees and the Red Sox, that might not be true very much longer. But they swap last place, it seems like daily. But it's just, yeah, there's been injuries to Judge. Yeah, there's been injuries to Stanton. Apparently, Stanton still can't lay off that slider low and away. It's just, pitching from what I've just hasn't been there. But,
he had a grand slam today.
I about to say, did you catch that ball?
Who did?
Stanton.
Yep. Stanton just hit another hole. Well, yeah. Did you catch that ball, Keith? Coming right at your back window.
If only.
Mm-mm.
No, I didn't go tonight. That's for sure.
I saw Cody Bellinger hit his grand slam.
Yep, we don't need to talk about it.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's Belly, so it's okay.
And then right after that happened, I saw a dumbass tweet, and it was like, Cody Bellinger will be hitting grand slams in another pinstripe uniform soon. I'm like, shut the hell up.
Oh, man.
He'll be hitting
Belly's all the way back.
He's going to be hitting grand slams with the White Sox? Because it won't be in the Bronx.
I mean, that's one target that the Yankees could actually trade for. They actually could have the farm for that.
Let's put it like this, though. They could trade for that. Will they?
Probably not. I mean, he's not going to completely change them to where they would get to, like, the playoffs and stuff.
Yeah.
More than just him.
If they were closer to leader.
They need, like, every good player that's playing well on the Cubs, and then maybe they'd be...
Yeah, if they trade for him and Stroh.
See, the bad part is the fact of y'all know I have to go here, and it doesn't affect this year. Jerry knows where I'm going with this, but in 6 or 7 years, you're gonna really hear me complain about this. You know where I'm going with this, don't you, Jerry?
I do. Go ahead.
That Aaron Judge contract.
Oh, well, yeah.
It's like it's. I'm not saying anything about this year, but
Let's give it like 2 years.
Yeah, it's like I think once again it was something else Jerry broke to as well when it happened to be, and I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was actually hoping he went to San Francisco.
Ooh.
Because
this is coming from somebody they wanted Xander away.
Wait, I wanted Xander. Oh yeah, that's right. I did. Xander. Oh, I'm sorry, I did too. I wanted Xander and I wanted Mookie. Got neither one. But I want Trout. I won't get him.
Not a chance.
I want Ohtani.
No chance.
No chance of Hank. I mean, not Hank. Excuse me. No chance. Well, yeah, definitely no chance of Hank. No chance of Howe. Yeah, no chance. No chance. Not happening.
No.
But just
You got to pay the captain. Plain and
2000,
simple.
2009 was just so long ago now.
Yeah,
You
we're
gotta
old.
pay the captain.
I see what it was like to be a Cubs fan all those years.
Oh,
What?
that was
How are you going to
risky.
compare 10
That
years
was
to
risky.
100?
Look,
That
we're talking about the
risky.
Bronx, okay? That is a drought.
That was risky.
That is a drought, okay?
I would not have went there.
Thank you, Keith.
Indeed.
Well, Keith wouldn't have went there because they had their own little 86-year drought.
Indeed.
Yeah, and now both of them are more recent than. Oh God.
Keep talking, and you're not going to see a
There's-
Yankee or a Cowboy championship for 20,
I mean,
30 more
I probably
years.
won't see another one of those in
They
my lifetime.
won't.
I probably won't see
Yeah,
another one of those in my lifetime.
I mean, he won't anyway, but yeah.
Jerry's going to outlive me. I'm talking about Jones. Hayes
I was
probably
like, I
will.
hope Jerry outlives you.
I
He's
was
younger
like,
than all of us.
Hayes probably will too, but Jones as well.
Oh, yeah, Jones for sure will because he definitely sold his soul to the devil.
Ugh. You
So
know,
those are going to be some fun conversations in a couple of years, though, when Judge is, playing like 45 games in left field and playing almost
You mean
nothing
playing-
else.
you be playing standing type games now.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But you'll still be paying Stanton then, too, probably.
This is maybe this isn't a bad time to find a new team.
No, it's a bad time.
Trying
Can't
to
leave
think.
the captain.
Trying to think. Who is it? I'm trying to think. What's that? Detroit's not a bad team to go root for right now, is it?
Wow. Out of all the places to pick.
Yeah.
That is a
Detroit.
very bad team.
Out of all the places to pick.
Look, if Barb gets to do it, I get to do it. All right.
In
That is
that division, they wouldn't be my top 3 choice.
All right. Let me see. I'm trying to think. Is Milwaukee a good team to root for right now?
I mean, they're in the lead in their division, but
Is it another?
yes.
Is it another AL Central?
No, they're in the same division as the Reds. So
No, I meant like is the NL Central like another AL Central with record wise?
no. The
No.
Brewers and the Reds are both 8 games.
The Reds
over.
are, the Reds are 50 wins.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Same with the Brewers.
All right. So
I mean, everybody else in the division is trash, but
I might
the
go.
top team.
I might go join Shane up there in Milwaukee and just drink the season away. Yeah.
I
that
mean, you
sounds
can
like
you can literally still do that as a Yankees fan.
no,
Yeah.
no.
The
beer-
quality
beer-
of beer is
The beer
bad.
tastes the beer
Yeah.
costs too much there.
The quality of the beer is different, but you can still drink yourself away or drink your sorrows away as a Yankees fan.
Just
And
go
then
join Zach in Colorado.
There you go.
He needs company.
You can
And
get
then
really
now-
cheap tickets too.
And now then also you sit there, you got that $20 Judge Burger.
It better be
Have-
good for that.
Have
price.
y'all seen that thing?
No.
No.
Yeah, go look it up. It's $20. They were talking about it at the very beginning of the year, where it's
I'm
this
glad that I have to look it up, man.
big.
I saw
burger.
that they were gonna have like Babe Ruth milkshakes a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, why is that not always a thing? Like, I feel like they should always be offering that.
The 99 burger.
So wait. They're gonna have Babe Ruth milkshakes. Are they actually putting Baby Ruths in the milkshake?
Yes.
Okay.
That's not
all right.
surprising.
Which okay, so why aren't you offering that all the time? Like that just
Yeah.
like that should be something that's on your like permanent menu.
And then with that 99 burger, they were only making 99 of them a game, but I think now they upped it to 199 just because of the demand open for the opening series against the Giants.
It should have just been 99
Wow,
total.
Wagyu beef. Okay.
Yep.
No,
Ooh,
in and
that
out
sounds
expired.
So good.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't look bad.
Yeah,
I-
it sounds really bomb.
I wouldn't rush to go get it.
Yeah, or
Well,
pay
yeah,
that
well,
price when I
I
could
was
go
like,
to
well-
In-N-Out and pay $3 for the same burger.
But it's not a 99 burger at In-N-Out. At
No,
In-N-Out,
that means
it's
that
just,
I'm in Yankee Stadium if I'm rushing to do that, which means I'm sad.
at In-N-Out, it's just a number 8.
They don't even have a number 8.
I don't know. I don't have In-N-Out here.
They only have a number 1, 2, or 3. That's it.
Yep.
I don't have In-N-Out. The closest In-N-Out to me probably is where Keith's at.
There's not in and out here, homie.
Oh, see that dude then. You probably had the closest.
Probably
In-N-Out.
Texas.
I got
The pro-
Whataburger.
Probably Texas is closest to you. I think they finally opened 1 or 2 up in Texas. We had
Oh,
Whataburger
I take it back.
today.
There is an In-N-Out burger in Denver.
See,
I've just never been.
there you go. You should go.
That's a drive.
That's a draw.
Oh wait,
So what?
nope, they're all pretty far from me.
So I got to ask this question before we move on from baseball. All right. I know y'all said whoever gives the best package, but just real quick, I want to know. Just give me the team that you think will put that package together to get Ohtani. Who do you think, Keith?
Dodgers.
Jerry.
It's pretty much Dodgers.
The Mariners.
Let's go.
Oh, look at
Let's
that.
go.
The Mariners. No, what I think is going to happen is the Mariners get Ohtani and then they sign him before he even hits free agency.
I would hope so.
I mean, that's the only way. I just don't think they're ready to spend that type of money.
I mean, he's gonna demand a lot less on the trade market than people think he does because you get 3 months of him.
Oh no, I just mean like contract.
Oh, the money wise, yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
Like that's what I mean. It's like he's getting probably 600. So,
well,
like,
the reason I say the Mariners, he was like one of the final 3 teams for him outside of the Angels and Dodgers. The Giants were also in the top 5.
I remember he said, because at that time, I remember he said no Yankees, no Red Sox, and somebody else.
he basically is a West Coast guy, plain and simple. But I mean,
All right,
he also talked about it at the All-Star game as well, that Seattle was high on his list.
What about you, Barb? Who do you think puts the package together?
So something drastic is going to happen, and
gonna be
the
good.
Cubs are not going to have the same ownership. I'm not going to say what's going to happen.
I knew that was coming.
And then the Cubs are going to take him because we have connections. So
you're gonna need more than Seiya.
How good is that? How good is the Arizona Reefer out there?
You are wild.
it's really hot out here. That's what.
No,
Oh, that's the reason why. Okay.
You're having a heat stroke.
It has to be. Oh man, the Cubs. Okay.
No, I don't know where he'll end up after the trade deadline, and I have no clue who's gonna offer him the monster contract he'll get. I feel bad for him because he should be the first $1 billion contract player.
Oh.
But he won't get anywhere near that, obviously.
Let's chill on that.
Okay, as a hitter, he's worth $500K or $500 million, and as a pitcher, he's obviously worth $500 million. Like,
I'm not in the same boat.
I mean, realistically, he's probably going to pass the contract the Chiefs gave Mahomes.
Oh, he's getting 600.
10 years, 503. Yeah. So he's going to be
800.
He's going to have the richest.
No, let's chill. He's 29. Like,
so.
Look at
his body says otherwise. His body says he's fresh.
His body still says he's 29. He's still
29. He's been a professional baseball player for 11 years.
A team is going to look at him and they're going to say, okay, we're getting a top 10 hitter and a top 10 pitcher in one person.
Top 20 hitter, but yeah.
Right there to them, they're going to be like, okay, well, let's pay him. Let's see if we can offer him, like you just said. They're going to try. Let's offer him top 20 money for pitching and top 20 money for hitting and see if he takes that.
Oh, he's getting 6. Like, he's getting 600 mil. Like, that's...
I know. Yeah, he definitely deserves it. But you know that first offer is going to be, can we sneak that offer in there and get him at a discount?
I don't even know if that offer would ever, come from anyone's mouth because they would be so ridiculed. if you tried to lowball him, because
I think it solely
everyone
depends on
knows
who
he's worth
he
everything.
gets traded to. Yeah, I think it solely depends on who he gets.
And that too, yeah.
If he gets traded and who he gets traded to, because if he gets traded to the Dodgers, then they're not going to
Then
make
they're
that type
keeping
of
him.
order. Yeah, they're not going to make
Yeah.
that type of offer. But Seattle would make that type of offer first, and then try before he leaves to just throw all the money at him.
Mhm.
Honestly, to me, if you trade for him, you got to sign him before he hits free agency.
Oh
you
yeah,
you can't take that risk.
exactly.
I think it depends.
It,
Like if you trade for him and you're unable to sign him, but you win a title with him, and you win this year's title, then I'm fine with letting him walk. But if that doesn't happen and you trade for him, then yeah, like you have to find a way to sign him. But and it also just depends on what you give up too.
I got a question for you, Jerry.
Shoot.
Have any GMs ever been fired after winning a championship?
Directly after? I don't
Directly
think so.
after?
Doubt it.
No,
Because
I think
if
the
you said-
closest one was probably James Click down in Houston, because his contract just wasn't renewed.
Yeah.
But the owner wanted him gone.
I'm talking about in any sport. Has GMs been
No,
fired
I still doubt it.
immediately
I don't
after
think
winning
so.
the championship? Because
I
let me
know.
put you like this: if you win one, if you give away what you have to give away, and you get to be a player of Otani level, and you let him walk, and now he's playing, especially let's just say if the Mariners get him, and now he's playing for the Texas Rangers, which we hope that doesn't happen. But yeah, I feel like
Seattle wouldn't fire them.
I feel like as an owner, I'd have to give you your walking papers.
No,
I would have to.
no, because it'd be on the owner for not being able to spend that type of money. Because Seattle isn't going to give him $600.
If I was the owner, I would tell the GM, I would give him a blank check and tell Otani fill it out.
Yeah, they're no, like it's nice to think of it that way, but Seattle hasn't spent that type of money and probably never will.
That's why they haven't been in the postseason. Well, before last year, why they weren't there before the last time they were there. I was in middle school.
I mean, yeah, but throwing a bunch of money doesn't help either. Ask the Yankees.
Yeah, if you throw a bunch of money at the right players, we don't. We just throw a bunch of money at the wrong players. Okay,
Yeah, and that's
there's
the
a
thing.
difference.
Seattle has decided not to do that, and I mean there are other teams too that don't spend money either. Because I mean, he could magically go to the Orioles. They have the farm system for him, or the Rays. Neither of those teams are gonna throw $600 million at him.
I don't think the Rays will throw $600 million at players in 20 years.
No,
Yeah.
If they can help it.
But they have the farm system and the record to go after him, even as a rental.
I can see the Rays on it right now. Long child, $600 million. I can fund the team for the next 30 years. No, we just can't afford that around here. No,
I mean, it's not as bad as trading for Soto last year, because obviously Soto had an extra year, but renting them and getting a title, which obviously the Padres didn't get, but like renting Otani and still getting a title is better than the alternative. Even if you were to lose him.
That's wild too. The fact that for the Padres, they got Soto.
If I was them, I'd trade Soto this year.
You got Soto. You thought you would have Tatis, but we know what happened there. You got Manny Machado. Try to think, who else they got?
They got Xander now, but they didn't have him last year, obviously.
You got, and look, and what is their record right now?
They're pretty bad.
Yeah, they're like
44 and 48.
Yeah, like how do you have half a lineup, basically, of talent of that caliber? But is your pitching that bad?
Actually, weirdly enough, their number one starter, Blake Snell, is killing it right now. His last 10 starts, he has like a .5 ERA.
that bullpen must be horrible.
That I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the other pitchers are trash too, but Snell has been really good, and I would trade Snell too. Like I would trade Snell and Soto, and restock my farm system, and then hope that next year, we're healthy again. Because being in fourth, in a division where you're not going to catch the Dodgers, you're not going to catch the Giants, and you're probably not going to catch the Diamondbacks, which is such an odd thing to say. No, I would sell the farm, or I would sell this year and try for next year.
You think they'll trade Tatis?
No, there's no chance.
Oh damn!
Which I wouldn't trade Tatis either.
I was hoping so. We need somebody in New York.
You don't have the prospects for him either. Like,
look. You're talking rational, right? You're talking about rational building of a team. I am talking about drastic measures. Okay.
Yeah, like you don't have the prospects for him either.
I'm talking drastic measures. We are not thinking rationally anymore.
He definitely isn't going anywhere.
We are going on a 15-year drought. This desperate times calls for desperate measures.
You better call across the street and see if Lindor is available. That's the best shortstop you're going to get. And even that one you shouldn't be going after either.
Eric, to answer your question, I did a little bit of research. And the closest I could find is nothing in American sports. But the closest I could find was over in the Premier League, over in England. There was a coach back in 2012, which coaches generally act as like coach / GM over there. They are involved heavily in like player moves, things like that. So they are pretty much a GM.
Right.
There was a coach for Chelsea, Robert Di Matteo. In 2012, he won the Champions League and FA Cup. Didn't win the league, but won probably the top European trophy in the Champions League. And he was fired halfway through the next season. That is the closest I could find.
Man. They need to give him a chance to turn things around. It's like, no. He's like, what have you done for me in this last 30 days? I'm sorry. We got to let you go. Nope. But I won you a top tournament. And nope. The last 30 days, you have been 0-4. So you got to go. Man, 0-4 don't even get you fired in the NFL. Ask Zach Taylor.
0-5 will, though.
Yeah, 0-5 will get you up. 0-5 has been proven to get you fired. 0-4, no, 0-4 won't get you fired in the NBA. There'll be a lot of unemployed coaches. 0-5 damn sure doesn't get you unemployed in baseball. That's not even a bad week. That's not even a bad a bad week. I don't think 0-4 will get you fired in hockey. Man. That's wild. Oh well, moving on. All right. So the next part of our show, we're gonna do a little bit of fun trivia. So, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Oh,
Keith
yeah,
also says yes.
Yeah, for sure.
I was waiting on Keith there. Like,
sorry, I'm responding to somebody asking about OG Anunoby, but that's a different conversation.
Oh God, is that Drew?
No,
you know who it is.
Drew, if you're listening, love you, buddy, and congratulations. But anyhow, trivia, and we're gonna make this one fun. Not as hard. Basically, this trivia is going to be on sports logos. I'm going to give each of you, I'm going to give y'all a description of the logo, and you, to your best of your ability, just tell me who you think it is. Okay, let's see. I need some pen. No, I don't have. One of y'all got anything to write with, keep score?
Oh, we got to keep score too?
Yeah, you got to keep score too.
Yeah, I can keep score.
All right.
Hold on.
Now, Jerry usually in trivia, trivia is usually right down Jerry's wheelhouse. So I'm going to try to make sure that it's not so easy that he'll get them all, but we'll see if they can beat Jerry. All right, so y'all ready for the first one?
Yeah.
All right. The first clue for this logo is a G.
A Jeep?
A G.
Green
Big
Oh,
Bay.
G.
Nope.
Green
it's not
Bay is
G.
my guess.
Georgia.
Barbara gets the point. It's
Woo!
Yes.
All right. Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. My next one. The first clue is a bird.
Blue Jays.
Wow.
Falcons.
This man
Jared
just
gets-
wants
Jared
to
gets the point.
Just gets random birds. Okay.
Jared gets the point.
Okay.
I mean, I knew it was going to be the Orioles.
Just gets random birds.
That's all I was doing.
All right. Ready for the next one?
Yes.
All right. First things first. The next one.
It's a good show.
No, nobody.
I mean,
That's-
it
that's
is.
No, that's not it either. That's not. Wait your turn, okay?
Yeah, what's
Wait
the
your turn.
clue?
Wait your turn. Look, don't you hear the dog try to give all the guesses? Wait
I know.
Your turn.
They were good guesses.
You do better than I would have came up with. All right. So this next one, the first clue is it has a star.
No.
Dallas Stars.
Mm.
Barbara gets the point.
Wow, I
This is
literally just pulled that out of my ass.
ridiculous.
I knew it wasn't the Cowboys. I was trying to think of what other teams have a star.
Is that hockey?
Same
that's
city.
Yes.
Yep. I was expecting Jared because I knew Jared's gonna say it ain't the Cowboys because that's too obvious.
I knew it wasn't the Cowboys. I'm like,
I
what
thought
other
about
teams have a
guessing
star in their
Cowboys just
logo?
in case. I mean, still the same city, so.
It is.
All right, this one I'm gonna try to make a little tougher. You ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, this next logo, first clue. Man, y'all have gotten on first clue. I haven't even got the second clue for any of them yet. First clue is red, white, and blue.
Patriots.
Nope, not the
This
Patriots.
one neither.
The U.S. men's national team logo.
Nope.
Damn.
It's the Rangers, isn't it?
Oh.
Nope.
Oh.
No. Look at you.
Wait.
I swear
okay.
to God, if it's the Yankees, I'm gonna be so mad.
That's not
Yankees ain't gonna
red.
have no.
They're
Yankees
not
don't have
red.
no red. God, man.
They have red in their logo.
No, they don't.
I'm
Oh, wait.
literally looking at it right
no,
now.
I'm thinking about the NY. You're looking at
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like I'm
You're looking at the other
literally
one.
staring at it right now. Like
I
that's red in
apologize.
it.
I apologize. I
Um,
stand corrected. I'm wrong.
Giants? Do they have red?
No.
They do.
They
New
do, but
York.
it's not the Giants. It's not the Giants.
Okay.
All right. We want the second
Oh,
clue.
you were thinking about. I was thinking.
Yeah,
about
I was thinking
baseball.
football.
You're thinking about football. Okay. Wait. Red, white. The 76ers.
Nope. Do y'all want?
Okay,
you want the
you're
next
actually
clue?
Not
getting-
Chicago.
Yeah, give
This
me
is
second
actually
clue.
good.
All right. You ready? The next clue.
Yeah.
Sure.
The next clue is it involves letters.
Okay.
I'm so stupid. I almost said 76ers are good. Not even letters.
You know, in trivia, in tailgate, there are some people when they sit there, they'll type the same answer multiple times. It's like
Like,
wait for the light.
it's gotta be it.
Wait,
They're
it's
waiting for
not
a light.
Chicago, right? You never said no.
No,
Anytime
it's
I
not.
said-
It's not
okay.
Chicago.
Red, white, and blue, and letters.
Think of the logo now.
The Angels.
Nope.
Okay.
There's no
They
blue.
don't have
Angels.
blue.
Oh yeah,
There's
no,
no
yeah, they do.
blue.
No, yeah, the
They-
trim.
they have-
The trim. Yeah, the trim around
Yeah.
the is blue.
Yeah, so they have blue. They technically don't really have white. Red, white, and blue.
Yeah, like what?
While being I gotta stop looking at the MLB
Okay.
standings page because it's
I-
not helping me at all.
Yeah, can we get a sport?
It's not helping me at all.
If I give you a sport,
no,
well, no, actually,
don't give me the sport.
no,
Okay.
because I give you a sport, it'll narrow it too much.
Okay.
Do you have a third clue?
I do.
Or do you guys want the third clue?
I'm fine.
No,
with it.
hold on.
Okay.
All right, then no third clue, buddy.
Well,
Is
I
it the
asked.
Texans?
Is it who?
Texans? Houston?
No, they don't have any letters in there.
They don't-
list.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
maybe
true.
letters.
I forgot about letters. I was still hung up on
Red,
right.
white, and blue.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
red,
throw
white,
an
and
off-
blue.
I'm gonna throw an off the wall one here. Is it Arsenal over in the Premier League?
It is not.
Oh.
Oh, this is
So
good.
creative.
Winnipeg Jets.
We're
Nope.
just wilding now.
Baltimore Bullets.
We are naming teams I don't even know. Like,
Keeps like unfair.
and the Baltimore Bullets, is that even still a thing? I feel like that's a really
Steelers?
old team. That no.
Steelers don't have.
No.
They're black and yellow.
Yeah, but in their logo they
Is it
do
the
have
Clippers?
red and blue.
Jerry gets the point.
Clippers.
Wow.
Ah, good one. Okay, Jerry.
Way to pick
Mark.
a team nobody cares about.
I care about them. I care about them losing.
This is ridiculous.
All right, let's see for my next one. Let's see. All right. My next one. The first clue is a blue shield.
Detroit.
No.
Which one? A blue shield. Blue shield.
Or a blue crest, if you want to call it. Some people might call it a crest. Some people call it a shield.
Oh.
That's great because I got nothing either way.
Yeah.
Blue shield or crest.
Let's see.
Yeah. What's the second clue?
The second clue is it has a lot of letters in it.
Nets.
Nope.
This man won't stop with the letters.
Is it the New York City Football Club?
Nope.
Okay.
If I give you another hint, because this one, if for this one, it won't give it away.
Okay, wait. Oh, it won't give it away?
It won't give it away.
Okay.
Jerry is in the right park of when it goes to soccer.
Yeah. Well, once you said crest, I knew it was soccer.
I mean, that narrows it down way
Chelsea
more.
Football Club.
No.
Leicester City.
Nope.
Manchester.
Nope.
Man City.
Nope.
Okay.
So, like, are they in the right part of the world?
Yeah, like what?
Yeah. No, I think we are.
They're in the right neighborhood. I'll put it to you there.
Okay, by neighborhood, what does that mean? I don't know that in soccer terms. Like, what
Oh,
league are we in?
It's not a neighborhood. It's not a neighborhood.
What league are we in? Is what I mean.
No, the league you were naming off. That you were naming all teams.
Man.
I don't know
Oh,
what league that is. I just know
yeah.
team names.
Yeah, you're not getting anything from me in this one, buddy.
Okay, hold on. They are in
Best you're gonna get from me is national teams.
Premier League.
Everton or Brighton?
Jerry gets it. Everton.
Everton.
Okay.
See, I figured
close to starting saying Sweden and stuff.
See, I thought at this point, I was like, I know they're going to Google.
Oh yeah, 1000%. If you're involved in soccer.
I didn't yet,
Sorry,
but
football.
I may soon at this rate.
Let's see. Let's pick another good one. No, okay, not right there. Here we go. All right. All right. This next logo contains a tree.
What?
Stanford.
A tree?
Keith gets the point.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
good
good
one.
one.
That was lucky, but okay.
Nice. That was good.
Okay.
Pac-12.
Keith's on the board.
Let's go.
Yep.
You're not getting
Comeback
shut out today,
season.
Keith.
Comeback season right now.
Comeback season. All right, let's see. I'm trying to. All right, let's see. This
I agree.
next. This next logo. I'm going to go as obscure with this as I can.
Oh God.
Well,
This next
comeback
logo.
season.
This next logo is red.
This man.
Manchester
here.
United.
This
No.
man here.
I'm not even
Is
gonna guess. This is stupid.
red.
Give us a second clue.
Is
The
red.
Chicago
Cardinals.
Bulls.
The Red Sox. The wow. Instantly I've forgotten every
Literally,
every
Reds.
red team.
The Reds.
That would be wild, but no.
The Cardinals of the
The
football.
Pistons.
Do y'all want the next clue?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure. Is
I had to
blue.
I had to give it obscure because I try to give y'all at least one where another one where I get to a second clue. Hey, don't give them the answer.
Don't give them the answers.
I didn't even hear. That's the worst part.
The next clue is it involves a sword.
This
Drew
is gonna
McIntyre.
be
I was gonna say that.
the Bucks.
Barbara gets the point.
No.
What?
Yeah,
Pirate. The pirate flag.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever
Yeah,
you say the
sorry.
Bucks, I think of the Milwaukee
Sorry,
Bucks.
yeah.
Like that is not red, and it doesn't have a
Doesn't have a
sword.
sword. I'm
It
like,
is
what?
colorblind.
Like none of this makes sense. Giannis would not stand for this.
Giannis would not stand for this. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, this is a good one. Let's try this. All right.
Like somebody yell the answer a little bit louder.
This next one. This next logo has a sun in it. Well, it's not actually a logo, but I'm calling it just so I don't
What?
tip y'all off. It has a sun in it.
Phoenix Suns.
No, supposedly it's not that. Remember,
Denver
it can't be that
Nuggets.
simple.
Don't they have a sun?
I don't think they do. The Mercury.
Okay, y'all ready for the second clue?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is not in America.
Well, I'm out. So have fun with that, y'all.
Now, see, that tells me you have not been paying attention.
I don't care.
So it's a soccer team.
Well, since yes, that is the third clue. It is a soccer team.
The Japan national team.
What?
I like it.
Technically that is a sun, isn't it? No,
I
it's not
don't
the-
know. I'm honestly just throwing stuff out. I feel like because you said I haven't been paying attention, it means that it's FIFA related.
That's your fourth clue. Yes,
See,
Argentina.
I have been paying attention. Look at that.
Barbara gets the point.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Barbara gets the
Argentina's
point.
national team badge.
No, what was the team?
Argentina.
Argentina.
I
I'm
literally
gonna
just
leave
guessed.
because you put them on the.
Oh, you're talking about their flag.
That's why I said. I said it's not technically a logo, but I'm calling it a logo.
I can't believe you
Okay.
put them on this episode after what they did.
I know Jerry's kicking himself right now because he has Argentina in the Women's World Cup.
Well,
Can't
no, I'm
believe
used to looking at like their crest, like their logo.
Right, exactly.
So whenever you said a sun, I was like, "What on earth? Who has a sun in their logo?"
Yeah.
Told you, I'm gonna throw it to the point where it throws you off somewhat. All right, let's see. Next one. Okay. This next logo has a ball in it.
A what? A
Wow.
ball?
Wow.
Yeah, a ball.
Wow.
Detroit Pistons.
No,
Yeah, that's a good guess.
that would be too obvious.
76ers.
No.
The Celtics.
The Raptors.
No.
We're just gonna start guessing.
The
those.
Nets.
No.
Miami.
The Pacers.
Heat.
I don't think it's an NBA team.
I don't either, but I'm guessing them all. The Suns. The Clippers. The
He-
Lakers.
He's just giving you their second clue. It's not an NBA team.
I know.
No, I figured as much.
The Guardians.
Have a
No.
C.
Yankees.
Ugh,
No.
Twins.
ugh.
No.
I don't think it's an MLB
Rangers.
team either.
No.
Who the hell is
Would
this?
you like? Would y'all like the third clue?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is probably gonna give it to Jerry though if I give you this third clue.
Okay,
It's
then
also
wait.
not in America.
Yeah, is it not in America?
It is in America, yes.
Oh, okay.
By
The
America,
Jets.
he means
No,
Hawaii.
if you're going to keep giving them the answer, we can't
The
play this
Jets.
game, no boy. No, it's not the Jets.
It's not the New York Football Jets.
Okay,
Well, you like the third clue?
They share the
Yeah, I
stadium.
guess.
Third clue, Key?
Oh, that's fine with me.
Third clue, Jerry?
Yeah.
It also has their initials.
United States men's soccer team.
National team, yeah.
Oh, that's too easy.
I mean,
Oh,
never
wait,
mind. Their
was that
logo's not
actually
even
the
a ball.
answer?
No.
Uh,
Is it the Colombia national team logo?
No, he said it's
No.
America.
Oh, he did. That's right.
has their
What's
logo,
American?
or has their initials and a ball.
Is it Sporting KC?
No,
The
He's giving
Seattle
all-
Kraken.
he's giving all the answer. Y'all can't interpret him
Who? Oh, your
at
dog.
all.
The dog.
Yeah, I'm
The
pretty
day-
sure if
New
one of
York
us can
Red Bull.
interpret it,
Red
it'd
Bull,
be really
New York
worried.
team.
Nope.
The Quakes.
Nope. We all like another clue.
The R. Who's the R Royal? SR. Who's that?
Nope. I can tell you it's not them.
Okay.
All right,
Colorado something. Colorado
No.
team. Okay,
No.
go ahead.
The next clue is we've talked about them already in this episode.
Of course.
Manchester United. No, that's not. That's not.
No.
No, that's right.
Not
No.
as guesses. I'm
No.
talking about as in the topic of this episode. We talked about them.
That makes sense.
Mercury.
Nope.
The Suns?
No.
Who the hell did we talk about?
It was brief, but we talked about them.
You're lying.
Yeah. I'm not about to put my brain through that.
No, I believe him.
No, I believe him, but I'm not about to rack my brain trying to go back to every team we talked about.
Literally.
That's going to give me way too much of a headache on a Saturday night.
So remember, it has a ball. It has their initials.
And
It's in
it's not
America.
NBA.
And it's not NBA, and we talked about them in this episode briefly.
Okay, hold on.
The New York Mets.
No.
The
Brewers.
Barbara gets the point.
The one baseball team we didn't get.
We briefly talked about the Brewers because I asked about them if they're a good team to go.
Shut up. You're so stupid.
My goodness. That's exactly why I didn't want to rack my brain. Exactly why.
All right, let's see.
I would not have ever guessed that.
Couple more. Let's see. I'm not going to give y'all any that y'all would guess because of me. So,
All logos just look the same to me now. They've all just meshed into one.
all right. This next logo has a wolf.
Has a wolf?
Yes.
Minnesota.
No.
Ooh.
Whatever the dog is saying, I agree.
He said this is a bunch of bull. He's not getting his points.
Well, look at that. It's weird how I agree with him. Because I also am not getting mine. Has a wolf.
Is it a college team?
Nevada.
It is a college team. It is
I
not
knew.
Nevada.
Who else is a wolf? I mean, they literally are the wolf.
The Husky? I don't know. That's a Husky.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm shocked Jerry hasn't gotten more of these.
I don't know any of the wolves.
The first one that comes to mind is Arkansas State.
Nope.
Because they're the Red Wolves.
I wonder if this one is like the Black Wolves or Blue Wolves or something. Maybe
Nope,
that's what
nope.
it is. Fine.
Is it a Division I team?
Yes.
What?
I was saying, if it's anything less, you're definitely not getting an answer
Is
from me.
it
Right.
NC State?
Jerry gets the point.
Who?
There we go.
The Wolfpack. NC State Wolfpack.
Oh my! This man, you make sure not to leave the ACC.
Hey, that was only the first ACC.
So far.
This man's like, all right, I'm not leaving the ACC.
No, only because ACC was the first thing that popped up on screen. It was like, that's
Yeah,
good
it's the
enough.
top.
It's like, yeah, it's good enough. Yeah, that's a good one. It's like,
Yeah,
But
I'm pretty sure that's the top. Yeah.
can't go Virginia Tech, can't go Virginia. They'll get that too fast. Let's see. Next logo. All right, I'm gonna give you this next logo is gonna be obscure as well.
Oh god.
This next logo is orange.
OKC Thunder.
You're just
No.
wild with the color ones, huh? Orange.
Bengals.
Nope.
Is
Bears.
the whole thing orange?
Tennessee.
Most of it's orange.
Syracuse.
Is there another? So there's another color.
Clemson.
Slightly. No, none of those.
Did you say no to my Browns guess? Because it's like a
Oh
dark
wait, you
orange.
say Browns? Yep, it's the Browns. Jerry gets the
Oh,
point.
Okay. Let's go.
I was saying no to Keith's ones. He threw out.
That's what I thought. Okay. That's why I asked again.
Let's see. All right.
Boy, I'm killing it right now. Let me tell you.
Hey, you're not getting shut out.
You're not shut out though.
At this point, I'd rather be shut out.
All right. This next logo screams at you what the team's name is.
Wow.
The Jets.
No.
Jets.
Jets. Yeah, no, that's exactly why.
No, that's the fans, not the logo.
I think he means the logo must have like an exclamation point on it or something.
No, it does not have an exclamation point. It's just the way
Oh.
the logo is designed.
Oh, it's probably just super bold. Or capitalized. None of the logos that are going through my head make sense.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Are we ready for next? Are we ready for the next clue?
Sure.
You're gonna hate me for
Yeah.
this clue. We've talked about this team earlier in this episode as well.
Oh, I'm done with you. Nope. 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 Nope.
Eagles.
Nope.
I haven't talked about, or I haven't heard the Eagles be talked about yet.
Is it the Guardians by chance?
No, it's not.
Is it the Athletics by chance?
I hope
Okay. No, it's not. All right. This next clue is gonna be a good clue though.
Okay.
In their league, they made the playoffs in the last 365 days.
This man here.
That's not a good clue.
This man here.
As if you know how to use Google, and you know that's what Jerry's doing right now.
I'm
That's
not
still
Googling
not a
it.
good clue.
Oh, you're not. Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, I'm proud of you.
Made the playoffs in the last year.
Yes.
Or I'm sorry, 365 days.
Yes. Same thing. Yes.
But
So
the
I'm thinking
logo
a team
also
that will-
screams at you.
Yes.
The
Would you like
Nuggets.
another clue? No, it's not the Nuggets. Would you like another clue?
Sure.
There's a lot of orange in their logo.
This man in the color orange.
Literally. What the hell? Orioles.
Nope.
I can't think of a single orange team.
Remember,
That
we talked
especially
about
that we talked about. Cavs.
Got it. Nope. I got another clue, but it might be a giveaway.
Denver.
Nope.
No, you already guessed them.
No, Broncos. Sorry.
Oh, they didn't make the playoffs last
No,
year.
they suck.
Oh, that's true. I forgot that was a clue.
They ain't made the playoffs since Peyton Manning.
I mean, since 2015, the Broncos have more Super Bowl wins than they do against the Chiefs. There's your fun fact of the day.
Let's see. Made the playoffs.
The Phoenix
Where's
Suns.
the color orange logo?
Is it the Knicks?
Jerry gets the point.
I'm so sick of you.
What do you mean by the Knicks screams at you?
Look at that
It
logo.
just pops off the screen.
Yeah,
and
it
screen
pops
at
up.
you.
What?
I hate how you describe stuff.
It's all caps and it's very big on the screen.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's like,
I guess.
Yeah, it's like it zooms into you.
Who talked about the Knicks?
I
Yeah,
did briefly. We were talking about the. Yeah, you did, Keith. Very briefly.
Oh, when he asked,
Yep.
what if we have to guard or what if Golden State has to guard the Knicks?
Yep.
Yeah, and then
Because
we
he
talk about the
brought
power
it up,
forwards.
not me. Of
All right,
course.
one more.
Okay.
What's the score? What's the score so far, Barbara?
I think. Let me see. Keith has 1.
Didn't need
Let's
to be
go,
said.
Keith.
I have
Let's
5.
go. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Jerry has 6.
All right, so it's going to come down between either this is going to end the tie. If this ends the tie,
No,
we'll have a tie.
there's no tie. I have 5. Jerry has 6.
This
No, I'm
is
saying if
a
it ends
tie?
If it
no
ends,
tie.
there's a tie. Yeah, because if you get it right, yeah, then we'll come up. I'll come up with another one.
No, that's okay. Just make this one worth 2 points.
Okay, that'll work. This one's worth 2 points.
It could be worth 6.
Okay.
Actually, just make it worth 6 so Keith has a chance.
Make it
All
worth
right,
10.
10 points. This one's worth 10 points. So
For all the
Keith.
marbles.
Oh, fuck.
we're pushing all our chips to the table.
Oh, it's
Everything's
such a
here.
bad thing.
All right, y'all are gonna hate me for this.
Oh,
You
God.
know what? I'm used to y'all hating me.
Did we talk about this earlier today?
I swear, if you say this team, its color is white, I'm gonna leave.
Well, I wasn't gonna say white. I was gonna say red and black.
This man here
Rockets.
won't stop.
Nope.
Raptors.
Nope.
Guardians.
Cardinals.
Nope. Nope.
Diamondbacks.
Nope. It is not in baseball.
Okay. Cardinals,
Atlanta
but
Falcons.
Arizona.
Okay, I heard like 3 different.
Sorry, I said
I
Falcons.
said Atlanta Falcons.
Oh,
No. It's
okay.
I said Cardinals, but
San
NFL.
Francisco.
In the football.
it is also not in the NFL.
Oh.
This man here won't stop. Wow. Blazers.
Chicago Bulls.
It is also not in the NBA.
What is?
Carolina?
Oh my!
Is it the Carolina Hurricanes?
I'm so
Jerry gets it.
Let's go.
It's the Carolina Hurricanes.
This should have just been the Panthers.
So, what's our final score, Barbara?
Don't.
16, 5, and 1.
Why?
16.
Well, you said we made the last one with 10.
We sure did.
Yeah, we
Or
made last
7,
one.
5, and 1 if you bring it to 1.
You just don't have to say the one. That's what I mean.
Hey, I didn't say who had who.
Oh,
I just said the score. You're the one ratting yourself out.
He
It's
said, you know-
pretty easy.
He said, "You know what? I'm not going to insult our listeners' intelligence. We know who got the
Anyone that's got this far in knows what the scores were.
All right, it's about that time of the episode where we get to the part where we let someone just usually go on a pretty decent sized rant. Used to be Max when he was here, but right now he's doing his thing. So we turn it over to Jerry in a little segment that right now we're calling Just Jerry, where Jerry just gives us his thoughts on something in sports. Jerry, what you got for us this episode?
All right, so this time we're going to talk about Tom Brady. No, I'm just kidding. We're not talking about Tom Brady. No, we're not doing that. I was informed that someone could not cuss me out, so there was a few things off the table. So I had to change tactics a few times. No, I never plan to talk about Brady or the guy that's now the quarterback of the Jets. I won't even say his name. That would probably get me crucified. What I am going to choose to talk about today is the U.S. men's national team and how big of a summer they have this summer. So in the World Cup last year, obviously the U.S., they made it to the round of 16. But they looked very bad due to having a very bad coach who they decided to bring back, which I'm not going to rant about him today because I could rant about him for a long time. But he's bad. He should not have been brought back. That is the general gist. But this summer, the U.S. men's national team and all their players have a very important transfer window because a lot of these guys are about to hit the age where they are going to skyrocket growth-wise, and they need to make moves that are going to help them in their career as well as help the U.S. men's national team. So guys like Christian Pulisic, he's already moved to AC Milan. That got finalized yesterday, I believe it was. Timothy Weah, he moved to Italy to go to Juventus, so he'll be playing against Pulisic twice a year. And then you have other guys such as Tyler Adams. He's on Leeds. They just got relegated. So he is going to most likely move to another Premier League team and probably get to a team that's in the bottom of the top 6 teams in the league or somewhere in the mid-table. That is very important to him because he looked like one of the best midfielders in the Premier League last year before he got hurt. At least one of the best defensive midfielders. And him getting a move to a club that is going to give him the resources to further grow and improve his status, because right now he's probably the 3rd best player on that team, the U.S. men's national team. He needs to keep growing in order for the U.S. to have success here in 3 years, whenever they bring the World Cup to North America. The same with a guy like Butler Balogun. He just declared for the U.S. back in, I believe he officially made it in April. He had a huge season over in France last year. He's the first American to score 20-plus goals in one of the top 5 leagues in Europe. So he needs to make a move to a team in a top 5 league that's going to give him a chance to be the regular starter. I mean, some of the teams he's linked to off this article I've opened is Crystal Palace in the Premier League, Frankfurt and RB Leipzig in the German Bundesliga. You have Marseille and Monaco in the France League. I think it's pronounced Liga because they pronounce the letters weird over there. And then he is also linked to Inter Milan, who just played in the Champions League final a few months ago against Man City, and AC Milan, where Pulisic went. And I believe there's another U.S. men's national team guy over in Milan as well right now. Actually, it was Dest. He went back. But he needs to make a move to where he is going to get regular starting time so that way he can continue growing as a player. And then I had mentioned Pulisic a bit ago. He went to AC Milan. He finalized his deal. He made the correct move staying in Europe. Him coming to MLS would have been the worst move for his career and for the U.S. men's national team. Anybody who says otherwise, they are wrong. I don't care what they have to say. It is wrong. He would not have brought any additional eyes to the U.S. team or the MLS. He would have just proven to European onlookers that he is not cut out to play European and that the Americans are not good enough to play over in Europe. So him staying over there and going to a team that has Champions League aspirations, fantastic move for the state of the U.S. Growth in soccer. And then I think probably the biggest move that needs to get done this summer is Matt Turner moving to a team where he's going to get regular first team looks. Right now, he's at Arsenal. He barely plays at Arsenal. He gets a occasional cup game, but I believe they're going to be in the Champions League next year, so he's not going to get those opportunities. They're going to let their first choice goalkeeper go out there. So he needs to move to a team that's going to play him every day, every game that they have as the first team goalkeeper. And he also needs to get European experience if he wants to be one of the best goalkeepers in the world. But yeah, that is what I had to say today.
You know, from our FIFA films and whatnot, and you know, I've actually been looking up more and more about soccer and whatnot. It's just, it's a different game, but it's like, it's different in a good way. Like, you know, I love the relegation part of soccer where, hey, if you're not good enough, get out of here. We can get somebody else let's give somebody else a chance. You drop down for a few seasons or until you're good enough to come back. But yeah, good stuff.
Keith, how do you feel about the game of soccer?
I watch it every 4 years.
I'm glad Keith didn't hang up actually.
I am too.
Every 4 years.
That was my biggest worry.
2 years ago, Keith was hung up.
Yesterday, Keith would have hung up, but
Yesterday.
Earlier today, Keith would have hung up.
that is all true.
30 minutes ago, Keith would have hung up.
Probably, honestly, probably. But no, like, honestly, like, I probably could watch it like once a year, like if the World Cup were once a year instead of every 4 years, but I couldn't do a full season or anything. It's just not for me. But it's still a great sport for other people.
Let's put it like this. I've gotten to the point where I can't do a full season of the NBA anymore.
Oh, no, I only watch like maybe 10 actual games a season, not including some playoffs.
Let's put it like this. Last year, before that trade deadline, I don't think I watched the game. I'm just gonna come out and be honest about it. I don't think I watched the game. I just knew it was gonna be rough. I was like, I don't know, but yeah. But I think like I could do a season of soccer just because it's something different, and especially if the games are now like I always said, like I always tell our buddy Ricky, I am not getting up 4 o'clock in the morning and watch soccer. Sorry, no, ain't happening. I'm not getting up 4 o'clock in the morning watch no New Japan wrestling either. Not happening. Nope.
I almost did that this morning.
Jerry and Barbara got me to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning one time to watch an F1 race, and the only reason they got me then is because I already woke up anyway. I was like, you know what?
It was worth
I'm
it.
up. I was like, you know what? I'm already up. I'll watch it. Oh,
Which race was it?
It was a couple of
I
years
feel
ago.
like it was a while ago.
It had to have been Monaco.
It was right after we recorded an episode. It was
I
the
feel
next
like it was
morning. I woke up.
Monaco.
Well, Monaco airs here at 7 a.m.
This one was at 4 a.m.
That's true.
The only one that I think it could have potentially been was a delayed Australian.
Might have been.
Because that and Japan start at about midnight my time.
Yeah, true. If it was 4 a.m. your time, then that was 1 a.m. my time.
It might
Maybe
not have been
it's just
exact.
Need for Speed.
It might not have been exactly at Need for Speed. Might not have been exactly at 4 a.m., but it was close to 4 a.m. when I woke up. So we could be talking about 3:30. I'm discombobulated at that time.
Or it could be 5 a.m.
Could be 5 a.m.
Just kidding.
I don't know what time F1 races come on. Jerry just mentioned them to you, and y'all talk about it. Next thing I know, I'm
every week it's
time.
different.
All I know is I'm usually awake at that time. And back a couple of years ago, it's like great. Well,
And during the week, I'm awake at that time, not on the weekends. But that's because of work, obviously.
The dog was also not awake at that time.
no. Oh, you want to bet? There's this cat.
Man.
There's this cat that we got that just runs around in the house. Runs around the house, and all he has to hear is, "What's your problem?" You hear that cat again, don't you? You hear that cat again, don't you? No, you can't go outside with that cat. Cat tear you up. All right, we're at that part. Yeah, I know that I'm sad too, but we are at that part of the show where we're just about finished for this episode. You guys got any last things you want to add before we go?
No.
I'm all good.
I don't have anything else.
No more. No rants about Packers, Keith. No rants about Aaron Rodgers, Barbara. No rants about the Denver Broncos, Jerry.
We don't even have to think about football right now. Let these rants stew for another month.
Let them stew for a dog.
Gotta give him some time.
Yeah, let them cook.
Let them like Keith.
I mean, we saw what
Yeah,
happened
like
in the
he's all
Resco.
Hold up. Let them cook. Well, I guess that's gonna be our episode. This is a great one. But you can catch us on our social media channels at Forever Fanatics on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Jared Keith Barber, I'm Eric. Until next time.